The third perspective. The third perspective.
Nigga about this now. You nothing about that. You know? What it do, what it do. It is I, the late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC's own, Rad, B.I.D. Jones. That's right for internet foods. As usual, my podcast partners, Radical Real, Jay, this is T3P, Third Perspective Podcast. I appreciate everybody tunes in, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast at. We appreciate it a whole lot. If you're new, welcome. Appreciate you a whole lot. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Everywhere else, we're in a social justice crisis, a pandemic, an economic crisis. I'm black and I'm proud. What it do? What's good, dog? What we got going on? You know?
The ramifications of a divorce gone bad, because that's all I heard yesterday was a lot of rambling. Not that good rambling, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was at the real niggerish, you know, the presidential debate.
Oh, debate?
Yeah, it was real niggerish.
How was your day, though, Play?
You know, man, took the day, you know, rest and relaxation. Chilling
You know?
all day, every day. You know?
What's going on with you, Jay?
The usual.
Lord have mercy. I see now, it ain't about how y'all feel today. It's like, what the fuck? Y'all ready to get it in.
It is the usual. Been hitting about the after effects of last night's love and hip hop debates.
I think said love.
They were going at like two chicks.
Yeah, like Tahiri is some stand by throwing 2 apples in his fucking head. That boy put 2 apples. Like, motherfucker, bitch.
I know a lot of people watching debates last night, you know what I'm saying? Some people got what they wanted, you know? Some people didn't, you know? Everybody watching debates different. It's something I've noticed. Really, not only they watch it different, it's the same thing happening that everybody see, but they articulate it different afterwards. You feel me? It's like, it's narrated the way they want to, like that. Like at the end of the debate, you could turn on any channel and they give you a certain narrative, right? Even now, if you didn't see the debate, you'll just go by the narrative, whatever they tell you, whatever your show on is. It's Hannity on, whatever we going, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened, you know? So if you watch on Fox, you'll hear them saying it's one way, you watch on another channel, they're saying another way. So to me, you gotta watch this shit yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you're gonna look at one of them and try to believe them. If you watch it, you're gonna look at them like, it ain't happen like that. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna happen like that every time. If you pay attention to yourself. Well, that debate right there ain't shit to pay attention to. It was a sloppy bonfire, nigga. They was, get the fuck. Kids act better than these boys.
This shit was terrible.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
You know.
Yeah, that shit was sloppy as a motherfucker.
Well, it was sloppy, but not just from them. It was overall rushed. Wasn't planned as they made it seem like it was. And once you agree to certain rules, you have to abide by it. And if he's not going to, then y'all need to penalize the person who's creating the infractions. A la the Orange Demon, a.k.a. the white supremacist, who didn't condone it. Well, could actually told y'all he condones this shit because he didn't go against it. But we already knew that. That's shit over there. They ain't got nothing to do with just winning an election, you know what I'm saying? He also threw the liberal left out there a lot. I think he was throwing shots at me, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I heard that a lot. But my overall take of it was Biden got some ideas, and I think he could fix the economy.
Yeah, like we saying, that bonfire of a debate. Hold on. First of all, like I was saying before, him saying, Fox telling him to go to the booths and muck it up, like go down there and intimidate people and shit, right? What if black people was telling somebody black? What if what's her name? Camilla was to tell the new Black Panthers, hey, stand back, stand back. You know, go to the booth and watch. You know what happened to her? Nothing. Come on, dog. First of all, she probably denounced the new Black Panthers. Quicker.
Yeah, she would.
Exactly. Soon as possible.
Yeah, it's sad.
She probably didn't have a whole speech for that shit. But this nigga, he can just say anything, be like, oh, stand still. Which one? What's their name? What y'all want me to say? Hey, that was funny as shit, though. That was funny. Then he said, what y'all want me to say?
You know, that fucked me up.
What y'all want me to say, though? You know?
Then he switched it. Yeah, well, I do that when you talk about Antifa. And I'm like, what? You just glanced all over that, huh?
Yeah, Antifa.
And the moderator who said it, he really didn't want to say it. He didn't want to really bring it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, now we're gonna get to this last but least and all like that. You know, didn't get anything out of it. That George Floyd or the Breonna Taylor, none of that. It's just like, okay, they brought it up, and then your man just threw out a whole bunch of rambling, and then got Joe off his game. So I ain't say too much about it. Well, he did say police need to be held accountable. I respect him for that. That took a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then your man went talking about, yeah, I got all them in they all for me now. They all for me. And it was like, of course they all for you. You're gonna let them do what the fuck they want to do.
He said all the time. Exactly.
Yeah, all the unions are behind him. And Army and all that other shit.
So basically, when that question came by, Trump pissed on the question by saying that extra shit, like the police is behind them and all of that shit. That's basically what happened. Joe Biden tried to say something, but he kept getting interrupted like worse.
And then he gonna throw up, we got back Minnesota, we got back this, we got back. Like, nigga, you ain't getting shit back. I mean, let's be real here. You know what I'm saying? If you rein in the people who are doing this, there would be no need for you to send force there. The fact that you're not getting on the people who are doing this, and you know they're doing this, you know, put a little resources, put the federal government, make them earn their money, and wipe this white supremacy shit out like it's supposed to be, then we ain't got nothing to worry about. But y'all, that's the taboo question around here. Nobody wants to deal with that. You know, they just want to sweep it under the rug. That don't exist. You just got conspiracy theory. You made that up. But in actuality, that is the biggest threat to America. Not your local African Americans or my Latino brothers.
Now, I mean, that's the thing apart that fucking blows me, right? Like when they ask him, do you know the leader of the KKK? If you know David Duke, you know what I'm saying? He started acting like boo-boo food. That's the part, like, let's say you're not racist. Again, like, I always say, let's take the racist out of it, right? Let's say you just don't, let's say you're not racist, right? You run for president. How the fuck you don't know who David Duke is? See? Just that alone, like, are you dumb or you racist? You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta be dumb and ignorant if you're 70-some years old and don't know who David Duke is, right?
He sits in the White House, probably long work.
So that just sounds stupid for you to say, who is that? Come on, man.
He sits right next to you in the White House.
Doesn't make no fucking sense. I don't like that dumb shit, you know? So if you
But he
What are you doing? Frustration is a motherfucker.
It's frustrating, but what he's doing, he's making when he doing shit like that, he try to make a fool out of you. Basically, so I flip the shit around like, Oh, David Duke. What do you know David Duke? I don't know who that is. Who that? That's like, I go rob a bank and they say, what is the person with the bank bag at? I don't know that. And he just ran right across your face. I don't know who that is. Who that is? I don't know who that. You're trying to make people look like they stupid, make them out there as if they were stupid. Like born yesterday, some crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But Jay,
wow.
Through the whole debate, I say step back, right? What do you get from the whole debate when you look at it? From the big picture of the whole thing, what you get from? If you was a voter, some fucking how that don't, and it's undecided some fucking way.
Right now, it's undecided
Let's say
because you got to sort out the stupid shit that went on through it. You have to sort it out between that and the responses of who do you think is capable, for real, mentally capable of fucking running the shit. But right now, people saying that Biden has an edge because he's trying to answer the questions, but the interruptions just keep coming. Now he got to call him a clown. Now he got to tell him to shut the fuck up. Like, he should have just straight up said, just shut the fuck up. Just please, shut the fuck up.
I was smacking his head once he said my son was on coke.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm going to have to leave the podium and have to put my hands on.
If everything been security. It's been security.
Top flight security in the world, Craig.
That's it.
And you say, if you put somebody dead child or live one, and it don't have nothing to do with issues. That's the other thing.
Yeah, but
Bringing up personal people matters does that not have nothing with the issues. Then I did the same thing you did. As soon as I turned the debates off, I went right on the Fox News. And these people are so fucking, ugh.
well, Trump dominated. You see how he did that?
That's key.
Yeah.
That's key thing. Yeah.
Trump dominated. He looked flabbergasted when he said this and when he said that.
Yeah.
He said when he said about his crackhead ass son.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? What?
Oh, that was good to them.
Yeah, correction. His son was a coke smoker.
Yeah, he smoked coke.
Yeah, he did coke. Well, you know what I mean.
Sugar
Like,
booger.
The sunshine.
Oh man, had a sugar booger in there. I think y'all money. My man come and say, "What do you do with $3 million?" He come asking me, "What your son do with $3 million?"
After that point, I'd be like, 750.
Nigga, like, what your son do with it? What do you do?
I paid millions and millions of taxes. Don't get mad at me because you and Obama gave me a tax break, and I know how to manipulate that. You blame yourself for that. I was like, good point, but yeah, y'all already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they ain't go after this man over taxes shouldn't let y'all know that. And he knew every loophole.
That 750 boy was a.
But see, the problem with
That's a number
that,
there.
the problem with that only is that when you move the tax bracket from a certain group to a higher group, it does something. So Obama didn't really do that. He had the tax bracket right where it's supposed to be.
We had 21, 20. They moved up what 28, some shit like that. That's what man was talking about last night. Shit like that is not like the meat and take. Like I don't want to listen to all that shit. That bullshit. It's like when they start getting to the economy and issues, pandemic and black issues. That's when you want to really listen because that's when this bullshit starts spewing out. See what I'm saying? But the other shit is more Democratic Republican issues. They gonna spit the truth on that because it's that hard. But when we start getting the shit that they argue about, that's when they start bullshitting. You know? So you gotta listen to black issues. All right, what he really saying? You know what I'm saying?
Now, as me as a voter, when you listen to the whole debate, and then you get to the part when they said something about the forest on fires, and this fool said, get people to rake up the leaves in the forest. I was like,
That's your man.
I was like, dog, if y'all still vote for him, you was an idiot.
Some people do,
Man, the environment is important to a lot of
You
people.
got his dick under your tongue. If you if you still vote for him to say something, he's like, break the leaves.
Well, you gotta understand, a lot of people agree with his views, but they don't agree the way he carry himself. So a lot of them will vote with him just on the view alone. But him as a person, they don't fuck with that. But his view is his view. And that's what you get a lot of. With everything he's saying, we good with. But the way he break it out, the way he said it, we not cool with.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of them was like, yeah. But they just all, it's just a lot of them.
Again, everybody know what I said. But if you wishy-washy right now, I mean, you're a bigot. You're a bigot, you're racist, or you support that activity.
Yeah.
It's just
A
that
lot of
fucking
people
simple.
support.
That's where we at now. It's like, you can't start telling me about taxes and tell me about he like to say the shit he like to say. It has nothing to do with anything I'm talking about right now. Right now, it's clear that you support a bigot or racist. So that means you support their activities. It's that fucking simple. If I tell me, oh yeah, well, the Democrats did this. Nope, I don't hear all that. You got a clear-cut racist bigot, and he ain't ashamed of it. Like, for example, the racist bigot joints didn't love Bush. Well, I felt like he was a bigot person, right?
I felt like that too.
Okay, but
And so did Kanye too.
exactly.
But then turn around, it's got a Make America Great Again handle.
But the KKK and all these groups wasn't happy like they are with this nigga. You see the difference? It wasn't all out like this. Like, they just happy as fuck.
But that's because
You gotta get over that, dog. Hey, you want to be in your face with it, man. Don't be a snake.
No.
Come at me like a man. Put 10 toes down. You want to be that bigot? I need to know that.
They too happy, man.
the other thing was that I remember back watching the docu-series When They See Us. And he was all in that movie too. His fingerprints was all in there. Had an ad in the paper said, "Lock these boys up." Up in Central Park.
Oh yeah. Central Park 5.
He helped, got them innocent boys.
They put a
locked
big
up.
ass billboard, the original put a billboard up to say lock their ass up. Whole time they innocent. But see, it burns me up talking about him, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like people that support him. It's hard for me to say they're not racist, dog. You know what I'm saying?
So what that tell you then, dog? All the people that support him are racist.
It's just difficult.
But then
And the ones that don't support him is just a political view.
It's real difficult and hard for me to understand, to separate the fact that you voting for him racist is the only way he exists, right? So if he don't vote for him, he don't be president. He should go do whatever the fuck he do. But they don't harm us. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you vote for him, knowing, unless you're in denial, you cannot be still in denial, for real. Unless you're in denial. But you know for a fact he's a bigot or racist. I say he's racist. Okay? You can't, nobody on this planet can say he at the very least, a bigot. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, even the friends, can't go under a bigot, at least. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're trying to be nice to him. Bigot is far as they can go with him. Literally. So you can't tell me that you like this, that, and that, yeah? Because the big elephant in the room is the only one we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell them about taxes. None of that shit, because it don't matter, yeah? At all, you support racist activity. Literally. And if you black, you're ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of it.
Why?
I don't want to talk to you.
Why? Why you don't want
You
to talk?
support not only racist activity, you support what's racism, right? The fact that racist and racism is our arch nemesis first. Just that alone. It's black people arch nemesis, just racist and racism. So you as a black person will support putting people in the power that does that. Again, you can't find me little nitpick certain reasons. Why? Because the big elephant in the room is the racist pig. You feel me? So you can't skip over him and just start saying, okay, this little thing here, you can't do that to me, y'all. So if you black, just imagine everybody just getting in line to get hung. And you as the black person was handing the man the rope. Just stand aside and say, is this good enough for you, sir? This the rope? We want a better one. I go get it. That tight shit, Slim. Like, really? If you're not gonna help, get the fuck away. Don't hand him the rope. Stay your ass over there under the bushes and hide, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
Nah, they want that leftover pork.
Come on, man.
They gonna sleep in the big house. That's what they getting. They sleeping in the big house and they getting that leftover pork, taking the scraps. These people are getting paid. That's why they doing what they do. They don't give a fuck about either cause. It's all about them.
I can't take it.
You can't take it.
No.
Why not?
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, man. It's the nature, man. Like I said, until we as a people clean house first and cut these people off, ostracize them, put them in their place, Attorney General of Kentucky.
Candace Owens,
God,
Ben Carson.
the list goes on and on. If you hate us so much, then fine. Like the Amish and the Jews do. Hey, you out of the party. Get it go. You stand on the other side.
So in other words, get y'all Benedict Arnold asses out of the black community.
Yeah, don't associate with that. Say you're a different race. Say you white or whatever. Say whatever you want. We don't care. Just don't identify yourself as African American, female, male, none of that. You will go over there. That's how you gotta treat these people. And I mean everybody. You see them, even family mates. Sometimes you gotta be like that. Because obviously y'all not saying nothing to them. Because ain't no way I got a family member saying all that anti-black shit and be black. I'ma look at you. I'm like, nah, dog. What you doing? You ain't coming in this house. You can't come to this family cookout. You over there. Go to the other side.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta get out of that mindset, family, and blood. No, it don't work like that.
Benedict Arnold motherfucker.
I expect the grind, I expect you getting money. But if you're doing it at the hands of your own people,
I'm trying my best to find me somebody black. Now I know a couple people, I know them too good that I don't want us to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I seen this guy on YouTube, man. I think he's Baltimore. I'm trying to remember this clown name. Not Stan. He black. Great America had on everything, YouTube. And everything is. I sent him. Wish I knew his name. I'm gonna send him a motherfucking message. Ask him to come on this joint. That's the kind of people I want to talk to somebody. I want to really go in. I don't want to go in my family's and family. You know what I'm saying? I just tell them the facts, and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, go in with the knives with their ass. You know what I'm saying? Doc? I just give them the butter knife facts. But them niggas, him? Well, that fool, I'm gonna get his name though. I'm sending him a message. I want to get him on here. I want to talk. When we got black people like him, it's the worst. Worse. Man. Fuck. That other night I'm in there learning that. Like I be watching like I'm telling you, I watch a lot of motherfucking reality shows, right? Y'all watch reality shows?
nah, I gave up on it.
I gave up on
For real?
Because it demoralizes our black women.
Oh,
Even though it's
there we
made
go.
for it. Yeah,
Oh.
there we go.
I used to
It feeds
watch-
Okay,
stereotypes.
good. We need some more female.
I used to watch it, and then
Maybe
you know,
like Radical Rev just said.
yeah, I used to watch it, and I'm like, this shit is degrading.
Yeah, and how rich can you be? None of them educated. Everybody gotta be ghetto.
I don't believe that, man.
That's all I see. It ain't popular if they ain't ghetto.
But I don't believe that.
Now, in other words, well,
You
Okay.
don't.
That's the first question. Is it degrading?
It really is. Think about it for a second. Every man is either cheating on these bros, beating these bros, or just straight up dogging these bros. And some females are taking this shit. Like one chick on Love and Hip Hop, I swear she gets cheated on. This man got so many side kids, and she's still with this dude.
are you talking about Mina Butterfly?
Yeah, I'm like, that's so degrading. That's TV. That's trying. get you into a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Then promote a lot of shit that we as a people don't promote. You know what I'm saying?
It's
They
all
got-
right to be a sexist.
Yeah, shit like that.
Chauvinist and
That's saying that's all we are. All women do is argue and fight. You know.
that's the
Yeah,
perception.
Yeah, they just
That's
put
the
that perception.
perception that they did. That was like the Macy's ad they had last year, 2 years ago. They had a black family, they had the mother and the 2 kids, and that's it. The white family had a dog, a boy, and a girl, and a mother and father. Then they actually have a gay couple in there, 2 men, and then they had a dog and adopted son. I mean, I understand what they was trying to go at it with it, but why does the black mother have no father in the household? So at least the gay people have 2 fathers in the household, but the black woman did not have a.
They perpetuate the stereotype. When they get paid, I know they pay
Right.
to black women because black women are the main people who watch these shows. And I get it, but hey, all of us the same after a while. I don't want to keep hearing the fights, the airports, rushing the fucking chick up. I mean, after 1 or 2 seasons, after 1 or 2 seasons of that shit, you get bored with it after a while. You know what I mean? You get interested in the person, but even that get boring after a while. You know? I'm just saying.
That's like Cardi B went in there for about 2 years and left.
Nigga.
2-3 seasons and that's it.
I'm
And
like,
she was ratchet as the ratchetest bitch who's ever been on that ratchet.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
She was the ratchetest of them all on that joint. But I don't think, first of all, reality show, I don't think they bad for black people in general, black women in general. Because what shows you talking about?
Everyone you watch.
Okay.
Go down the list. I can tell you, everyone, Ratchet, Love and Hip Hop, whichever
Okay, let's
one.
start with
You go
Love and Hip Hop.
Atlanta,
Let's start with
Hollywood,
Let's start with Love and Hip Hop.
yeah, all of them.
Okay. Love and Hip Hop in general, the arguments be about females pulling at each other about a man, right? Which is normal, right or wrong.
To an extent.
Okay, so now they're all in the same business. So just like if you work in your job in your community, it's a Whole Foods community. What? My bad. It's a McDonald's community or you know what I'm saying, Popeyes community. Like if you work somewhere, you connected to all the chains some kind of way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
That's all you see. So I know it's there, but it ain't all of us. Some of that shit, I get it, is reality. But some of it is just all they showing of our reality. And that's my whole point, is degrading, because it don't be showing you one side. You can't tell me all these bitches, none of them got no class. That's it. Even on basketball wise, they ain't got no class.
all right, reality show. Back up. We still
Yeah.
love hip hop, right?
Yeah, we don't know about
All right,
either
cool.
one. I'm just all of them.
Okay, yeah. You got black females in their 20s. Rappers already established, some of them that already been established or older. They all fighting over these dudes that's normal, right? On the flip side, they got a chance to expose their music, get money, or on the flip side, be actress, whatever the hell they want to be. You get exposed, whatever way you do it, right? The argument and fighting, you can't help it. They're going to put that in their clips because there's TV shows. You don't have no control over it. And the way it's chopped up. But to say, just because they're arguing, makes it degrading on black women doesn't make sense. Because it's so many white shows on there that fight more than these black women, man.
How much fighting on the Kardashians?
Literally.
It's fight on there.
Okay.
No. So if you watch reality shows, I watch Vanderpump Rules. Y'all probably never heard of shit like that.
I heard that.
Yeah. All those joints got a number of white people in them joints. They be fighting over men in those shows. You see what I'm saying? You get women in a big house by themselves. 15 women in one house by themselves. They gonna fight. You ain't gotta put no man in that thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be normal. Girls argue about shit all that. Especially when they get drunk. So that's TV.
Shit, you tell the truth when you're drunk.
That's TV. The relationship is love and hip hop. So they're gonna have to have relationships, right or wrong. Right? So they be in relationships in the show. And it's hip hop. You got music. Trying to get that shit the fuck out before they take you off this show. But you gonna always, even if you ain't on the show, you're gonna be somewhere arguing in a fucking restaurant or somewhere in the subway with your boyfriend.
No.
It's normal.
Okay.
That's normal shit. But it's on camera. And white motherfuckers do it on every reality shows. They all do it, yeah.
So it's okay.
No, I'm just saying it don't
No,
degrade.
you just you say it's okay. So they're degrading all women, not just African Americans. So you tell me they're degrading all women then?
No, there's some black shows out there that don't fight at all.
No, they don't
He
exist.
said no.
They don't exist.
Oprah shit. You can watch Oprah. Everything on Oprah shit don't do nothing. But it's bland as fuck.
There you go. That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
they argue too loud. That thing, they sense it. Your voice gets too high pitched on that bitch.
Okay.
So it ain't gonna be arguing on Oprah shit.
So
So that's a whole black channel. Black people all up and down that shit.
Jerry Springer got mixed.
so you just okay with it.
You got Jerry Springer, you go on there, you act the fool. That's you personally.
And they paid for it.
You're not degrading black people. You know?
So now they think all black women are just loud and like to fight.
Why would you think that?
Because all you see is on reality TV, they loud and like to fight.
Because
You don't see nothing else. So I'm
Because
telling
you
you,
look
when
at-
the average person going from outside the country look and see that, that's what they're gonna think about African American woman.
But that
But
won't
you
make any
now-
sense because that's
how it
TV.
is. That's how they think we are now. On TV, all they show us is violence. All they show is black people killing people, black people doing this. In reality, that's not the case. But I'm telling you, other people from other countries told me this. That's why they fear black people.
Exactly, it's not true. So
It cannot be true, but I'm telling you the narrative that you see, and that's my whole point.
now that the internet, that's starting to soften up a little
No,
bit.
it ain't soft enough.
First, it's harder to
It's,
get
it's more
back
prevalent than
that's
that.
not happening. You know what I'm saying?
People out there, like, yeah.
But it's easier to put like
Selling y'all soul for a little money and a little fame.
it's
That's
easier
cool,
to
right?
put
I don't think
mass
I think
shootings
love and
in
hip
there.
hop.
So what about mass shootings?
Huh?
White people when they do mass shootings and shit. You know, like Columbine.
Yeah.
Las Vegas was the worst one, was the bloodiest one. Then they had the Florida one. Then it was like other places, Sandy Hook and all these places. The Texas base, and they had quite a few mass shootings. What's the difference between that and perception of black people killing?
That's not perception right there. That's reality. They did that shit.
They did that shit.
Everything right you watch on TV was fake. So you can't then translate that to me and you sitting here on this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Because the difference between us and them, we go in the hood, get that one person, boom. They go out and they spray everybody around the neighborhood.
All them joints, man. All them motherfucking joints. They arguing and fighting shit.
That's not cool. That means that you and I solve a problem. If you already got arguing and fight, that means
But
no
again,
problem solved.
they
That
also
means
put,
you ain't no growth.
They put psychiatrists on them joints too.
There's a few of them, but I'm just saying in general.
They do the joints, bro.
And that's why I said the greatness, because even if you do
I
argue
can't
with your
stand,
girl,
what's her name? though?
you and her gonna find a
No.
solution.
I can't stand Obama, whatever. Can't stand it.
No, it's a motherfucking joint called Murray and Millions, where it's a motherfucking broke ass motherfucking Murray motherfucker with a whole bunch of money, right? So there's one thing on that joint. They said they from Maryland, some motherfucking way. I gotta find them on Instagram so I can make sure. You know what I'm saying? But they said they from Maryland and shit somewhere, and they've been together for 2 years, right? So May Man didn't introduce her to his mother yet. She's May, right? So first, I want to know: does it matter how long it takes for you to introduce somebody to your mother, or is that important to take a while to you, or what?
I mean, females it might be because they want to judge if the relationship won't last or not. But dude, I mean, you gotta know. If you don't know, then you don't know.
Okay.
So if you bring one chick, you bring that one chick up to the jump, right? And then you show it to your mother, blah, blah, blah.
The time frame though, does it matter?
It kind of do a little bit. Only reason why I say that is because if you've been dating for a while, then you bring it to the house. Obviously, you got have an eye of her that she have to be that bring to your mama type. You know, she gotta be not. I ain't gonna say sophisticated or nothing like that. She gotta be, you know, she gotta have some sense.
But me personally, you ain't gonna see no motherfucker. It don't matter to me anyway. Somehow I might pull up my mother, be outside. I don't give a fuck. It's just like I probably met you an hour.
You know?
Shit don't even matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like we start making all that shit absurd shit. But shorty say, so hey man, introduce tomorrow, right? So she had an issue with that, right? So watching the show, just you know, watching the shit. So we watching the joint, and they get to going back and forth one day. She's like, look, I must not be your girl. I ain't met your mother. You know what I'm saying? Went on for a week, giving him a headache about that shit, right? So finally he said, look, you about to meet your mother. You know what I'm saying? After 2 years though, like, you know what I'm saying? You take over to meet moms and shit. Moms ain't like them and all that shit. Right? So they go out, they go home. You know, they go home, get a drink and shit. He brought out the bubble bath joint, get in the joint. She say, you know we ain't doing nothing. Something. You know what I'm saying? Well, why she say that? You know what I'm saying? So she get in the joint with the champagne and shit. Stop rubbing on him and shit. He's like, you know I'm Christian. I'm like, huh? What we doing with this? You know what I'm saying? So we listening and shit. She's like, oh yeah. I know it's been 2 years since we ain't never had sex. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, I'm a little off.
Now hold on. This I need to know. Anybody listening in the audience, right? How long is it a time frame? When is the time to have sex when you're in a relationship? Okay, let's say you Christian and your vows are you don't have sex until you get married. Now, what would you do as the person? How that works? What? Is that too long, or how would y'all do it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn. I mean, Jay. I mean, let's say you mess with a girl and she's don't want to have sex for until she get married, right?
Yeah.
And y'all been messing with each other now for 2 years. And y'all ain't never fucked.
It happens sometimes. It depends. But it got to depend on his and her mind frame. You know? Because if they not on that, they not going to be on that. That's like Sierra and Russell Wilson. She was messing with Future.
But that was you would discuss that. That's discussing with the first 2 or 3 days. Where it's going. Then she gonna throw that out there. Yeah, I don't mess with you for like 90 days.
Exactly. So
Right.
Would you go? What would you do? How long is too long for you? What's too long? What's too long? Period.
Well, she worth it, and you think that might be it, then you might wait that 90 days. If you like, hey, I'm too worried and shit. No, I'm married. You know.
Be in a committed.
Yeah, get in a committed.
Okay, cool. But she said get married before you have sex.
Spiritual, whatever.
I don't buy a car without test driving. I don't buy a car without test driving.
Think about it.
Unless you sit there like teenagers and rub.
Think about that for me. A girl telling you that she will not have sex until she get married.
All right. Well, if I'm good with that, then that's cool. If not, then
so
your mind frame got to be on that level too. If it's not, then
it also depends on the age too. Like if you're in your early 40s, late 30s, then you probably did what you were gonna do. So you might want to wait on this. It might be worth it. If you're a hot-blooded 19, 20-year-old, you gonna look at her sideways like, okay, you keep that, but you know. But it's different folks with different folks, you know. If you know you can't go that long without it, because you know you ain't gonna just marry her in 6 months. You know, you gotta get to know her, gotta live together, all that shit you gotta do.
Do that change the relationship though? Like,
yeah, you. But if you know it, then that's on you. Now she wait and y'all been dating 3 months, and then she say that shit. Then you gotta look at her funny now.
Like, we gotta wait till we get married.
No, I ain't gonna happen.
And you already 90
on
days.
the flip side, that means that's a person is getting married to somebody before they having sex with.
Yeah, and a little bit controlling too.
So later on in the joint, she started questioning them and shit since they ain't having sex. It's like, okay, so You can do anything behind my back.
First
Main man said, first he was like, why you ask me
you know,
that? So she was like, yeah, answer. No, he was like, yeah. She spazzed out,
why?
left, moved all her shit out the house,
Okay.
and dipped.
Deuces.
After 2 years, right? Of
Oh,
not giving
wow.
you no sex, right?
2 years. He a strong dude.
Think about this for a minute, dog. 2 years, right? I've been treating it. He was treating it good though. She was happy as fuck. Just bought her a lake house, man. I treat you good and all that shit, right? You saying you don't want to have sex until you get married, right? Our relationship is going good. But you expect me to go 2 fucking years without no pussy? Is that reality though?
You trying to knock the cobwebs off the joint.
Is
Nah,
that
that's she's
reality,
controlling.
dog?
He better off because if
You
got
better
that-
off.
Yeah, she got controlling him or something.
Like, come on though. 2 years, and then you spaz out because he got some pussy, and he told you? Like, come on, I don't know.
What you got expect for him to do? Sit there and look at
That's
you
what I'm
like
trying
a
to figure
crazy?
out, man. Like, what did you expect after the first 6 months, right? She literally went 2 years before she answered this fucking question.
Wow.
You went 2 years thinking this nigga ain't getting no fucking pussy at all. Like, that was reality to her? Really, though?
And why she wait 2 years? Like you said, she could have said that the third day. Like,
Exactly,
What,
yo.
what cheese you clapping?
Like she was a real special somebody for him to wait.
Yeah, I think she had
Yeah.
potential. My man just thought that she would get over it, but
And then when you got millions and millions, you think these bitches trying to get on you. And then when somebody that's saying they in Christ,
Be
they don't
honest
want to
with
have
you.
sex, you know what I'm saying? And you try to hold on to that person for a second. But fucking 2 years?
Be honest with you. If I had money like that, and I think
Like, come
bitches
on, yeah.
was chasing me or trying to punch a hole in the condom or do the turkey baster move or whatever,
Yeah.
I would not. My mind would be set. Foot would be set on one thing, and that'd be concentrating on my money. Because once you stick your thing in that, you know,
Just gotta think about
you
that.
signing your money over.
18 years. Money kiss got you for 18 years. Found out what was that Kanye verse?
Found out it wasn't his. Shit, I'd be like, look, I need my motherfucking money back.
And Cole on that fetch. Cool,
That's
that
tough,
fetch,
man. I
man.
don't know, man.
But yeah, I
That's
mean,
some
2
tough-
years is rough. But he allowed it. That's why I said she's controlling because he let her dictate that. Otherwise, me, you, or Jay, or any other red blooded man be like, all right, it's 6 months now. What we doing? You gonna help this out or?
Like, why would you force me to marry you before we have sex? Though? I don't know. Is that good? I don't know if I'm
That's
like,
like
what?
that's like a foreigner come to America and ask you to marry him so you get a green card.
That's different. I mean,
Like, you cannot be in love with somebody without having sex. Like, I don't know how that works.
you don't know how that works.
Knock the cobwebs off
You
that.
talking about you in love with somebody so much when you'll marry them before having sex with them? Like, I don't even know who do that. Huh?
Wait, since back in the old days.
Now, I can imagine if, damn, that's a long time. Dog.
That is a
24
long time.
months.
Fuck that.
24 months, you can't make it 24 months, dog.
Fucking years, no pussy. I'm not locked up. Like, why?
In your prime? Oh,
I'm not even locked up. Why no pussy?
Yo.
Like, I got beef with niggas that don't get pussy normally. Like, nigga, why you ain't get no ass? Man, get pussy.
It's rough out here.
2 years and just, nigga.
Now these days you got
Yeah, you got to jump through a lot of hoops.
you got to jump through some hoops to go
To get some poo-poo?
Yeah.
Shit.
And you got to jump through some hoops. You got to eat some
God, they
shit.
got dating apps 24/7 on this month.
What that mean?
Yeah, you got to pay for
With
it.
different names all up and down these joints getting, man.
You
Man,
got
a lot of Transformers on there too, though.
Y'all
Yeah,
serious?
a lot of trash.
Ah, Transformers on there.
My nigga.
Or some setup artists. Get you out there to rob.
There's so many ways to do this in 2020 that's way more advanced than when I was out this joint. Like, I had to literally go places and run into these bitches. Bus stops, and walls and shit. I
Yeah.
push around and shine in my shit, get out gloss.
The Metro was the spot.
You know?
You whip it, and they ride in the Metro.
You know, work, they tie their own way on that 84.
I had them to hit the mall right before I
I
hit
got
the bus stops and shit. So I was about to do
Hey,
some
they stuff out of some more. Got
gotta be fresh. Now all of a sudden you just take any picture out of the fucking bed and put fucking filters 99 filters on it, and boom, you good. Stop sending that shit to bitch.
you.
Now, when you had to pull up somewhere, man, with a bunch of
Nah.
cookouts,
But they had the chat line.
pool parties, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the chat line.
They had the chat
You
line.
had to pull up, man, with your shit shining, awesome.
DC Ravens.
Right, awesome and shit, dog.
Hey, my brother Mag used to still on that joke. Yo, he used to get 4 different phones that was he was on that joke all night. He was like, man, he was on the hunt.
Fucking chat line.
Yeah, he was gonna get us up, dog.
That's crazy, yeah.
Chat line was the spot.
You'll be amazed how much pussy you can get off of dating that. You'll be amazed. You know what I'm saying? That
Shit, you gotta jump through hoops to do that.
Man, someone ain't right though, dog. They cuckoo.
It's like, man, you gotta
For your trash and
like for
shit.
example,
you gotta pay a front.
like if you meet
Not
like if you on a date night, you say all right, like y'all exchange numbers, right? Or y'all say meet somewhere or something. So if you found this bitch a man, then it what? Why would you continue? It's over, right?
How would you know, dog? You a peek test off the break.
That's a go make drink and call up the next hoe like, what you doing? Man? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing I'm gonna have on my mind no more. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be just all, I'm not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? I woke up there, he looked funny. To me, if a female look funny, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see it and try to figure out, are you there? Because once I do that, I'm done.
I know, you got, hey, you gotta think
If
twice.
they come up, if I look at your feet, be like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to take a chance with it. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? Fuck what you heard. I'm good.
You get it out.
Yeah, I'm just calling somebody else. I'm ordering something.
It's an order.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm ordering. But I'm not talking to that person.
It's an order or something.
But they be looking real out here, dog.
What I'm saying is, that why would you stop on date site because there's a dude on there dressed like a girl and shit? You can just move on. Like, block that nigga.
You gonna get the pre-op one next.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the far right.
See, okay, that will take a little work. Okay, say now. Those right there, you get them in the joint. Make sure before you hit these joints, lights gotta be on. It have to be lights.
Shit, fuck that.
No.
You gotta ask the
I
question.
mean, you ain't gotta have a ring light on and shit like that. But I'm gonna need some lights before we get started. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, when the permanent come there, gotta be some lights. I'm gonna do the light thing. I'm worth the light, okay? Leave the lights up to me. I cut them off once I'm finished this hand. You know what I'm saying? It take me 10 seconds to tell that's pussy. Then like click. Then the light can go. Put that leg up, girl. What's wrong with you? You know? What's wrong? Then we go that far, and then they ain't told me it's gonna be an issue. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
So you get down
That's
there,
when that light never go off. Like,
hey, you see a pro stop.
if I go past 15 seconds,
Hey,
I'm
you
still
see a
good.
pro stop jump. What you doing?
hey, if I go past 15 seconds, something wrong. We in alert danger zone, man. Like, oh, I'm still trying to figure something out. Nope. Light never go off. Get your bitch ass up. What's wrong? Get your bitch ass out of here. What's wrong with you?
Back in the day, it was this.
Yeah, I'm probably like, man, get that motherfucker Adam out right there. Run that motherfucker Adam's apple on that ass. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's gonna traumatize you. You ain't gonna fuck with no date nights after that.
Fuck that. Man.
Hey, you traumatized, right?
My nigga,
You traumatized, right? You don't want to fuck with no more date nights after that, right?
you can't not say, okay.
Yeah,
But that's another thing. It's the way you can block motherfucking dudes. But they still sneaky, though. They
I'm about to
still
say, that ain't possible.
They still sneaky. Yeah.
Sometimes they be on the jump. They really
They use
supposed
girl names and
They really supposed to announce themselves like, you know.
You can get the hint, like Brad said. Anything sound fishy, I ain't with it.
You could tell, but that nigga should get hurt though. If a nigga take you to the limit without saying nothing, like keep on going, y'all on the way to the hotel, y'all smoking,
The other jump.
ain't never saying, hey man, let me say something before we go any further.
That's what you do.
I'm gonna do come over here, fuck wrong with you. Get the fuck out. You know, back on
Stop
the
being like
food.
that.
They call the next ball. Like, what the fuck, man?
They want you to bond with them.
Like,
They feel
talk.
as though, you know,
I
once
tell you what I used to do. I used to tell them that I used to like I drive. I used to tell them I had a different car from what I had. So when I pull up on them, I can sit in the cut, look like this motherfucking catfish. Nah, it ain't catfish.
two things I can spot. I can spot an underage and I can spot transform.
That's the other thing.
Them transforms been.
I gotta do catfish. I
Catfishing
can know off the
before
break. Man. I don't talk about people say, "Oh, I didn't know you shoot that." I know. All you gotta do is talk to a person. You literally talk to them, you'll get their mindset.
They was catfishing before catfish.
Yeah. And if he a dude or a post-op dude, you would know that too. You can't hide it. You gonna slip up.
I know, yeah. Just come on.
You just gotta pay attention.
girl,
That's what I
man.
say.
Fuck that.
Some people, you know, say get that fellatio before
You
finding
got to
out.
know women. You know what I'm saying? If you know women,
Yeah, you gotta
Come on.
examine.
You gotta examine women. You gotta know women.
man, you best believe.
You
So,
gotta
so,
pay
so you
attention.
do all that, and she try to give you some sloppy toppy. You don't check.
Oh, no, see,
I say,
you don't just go in. Okay, you meet a bitch and just come on, right? Just you can't do that. Like, y'all need some lights involved.
Listen, you can't walk up on it and then
Yeah, both of y'all smack. Both of y'all high and drunk. Both of y'all high and drunk.
shorty named Robin and it's Rob and sucking your dick.
Man,
So you telling me both of y'all high and drunk? You won't really stop Shim from doing that if you don't know?
Look, me personally, I ask questions. I do a background check.
would you do they get a pass for whooping
I
that?
want to look at baby pictures on the page.
You
Do you get a pass
I
for
look
whooping
at the
somebody?
whole thing.
How far is too far? How far if the look? Come on, man. The nigga know he trying to hide and deceive, right? So how far is too far do he get ass whooped? You know what I'm saying? How far is the too far where he know an ass whooping is deserved? You know what I'm saying? Like once you get a nigga when he put his pants down, don't you think that your ass whooping is deserved, man? What about that? You know what I'm saying? How about when I pull a rubber out? Shouldn't you be saying something?
What would you about to do with that, though?
It's like, come on, dog.
You don't need
When is it too far where your ass shouldn't get whooped? Or a hot one shouldn't be coming in your ass? I'm trying to figure out when is that? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
You can't fuck yeah, you can't make a man do some gay action. I think that shit is cool.
How you ready to do it? Get
That's a gay act now.
that.
Once you do something to a nigga without telling him, you done made him do some gay shit. You can't
First
do
of all,
that.
you was out there horny and you got cat. You take the L.
You can't do that,
You
man.
can't take no L.
You take the L.
Well, if you do take that L, you can't tell nobody.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, for example, for a rape or molestation, is that different?
Nah, that's not different.
What you mean?
Is that different from being raped or molested? A nigga sneak you into some gay shit.
First of all, you have a choice. They molested, they don't have a choice. If they rape, they damn sure don't have a choice.
How you just have a choice when he just deceived you all the way up until you
just
stuck the joint in
they
his
would
mouth?
say you didn't do your research.
You did.
You were so enticed to getting his ass that you gonna get some real little ass.
You was deceived.
How?
When is it too far?
You have to do your research.
Basically. Now, if you meet on the first date or Shim on the first date, and he talking about give me fellatio on the second, and that's on you. You should be rolling the dice. Hey, I'm thinking something up. I think it's a setup move. You know
Hey, so what we call them? You saw them chimp. I don't know if that's right. I had to make sure to mention the little people. So now, is that right?
Nah, they post-op trans. And
Oh my God,
pre-op
I forget.
trans.
Go back to the
I call him that because he she sound fucked up, or he whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But most of them you can tell. But the ones who try so hard to deceive you, they're the ones you gotta watch out for.
That's
It'd
what
be
I
a lot.
mean.
And I'm not like it'd be a lot of them on the apps though. You just go on there and just fucking around with that. You want to see both.
See them,
15.
they know they ain't go so far because either gonna get murked or beat the shit out. Somebody gonna beat the shit out. So they gonna try to get pics out of you or something. You know what I'm saying? Before you realize, oh, this fucking dude. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna come. The nigga that let you come all the way there and put a rubber on, man, I'm telling you, deserve something.
Well, now if you to that point, that's on you. If you did all that and you ain't did the test and found out before all that, That's on you.
Nah,
Ain't no way you chill on
come on,
somebody.
man.
That's like
Your hand
watching-
don't go down there.
it's like
and
watching-
you know
My
what I'm
nigga. Your profile say bitch. Your name say bitch. So what you mean? You deceiving me, my nigga.
You might thought you was down low. You never know.
I ain't asked you for this shit.
They also think they
I
can
ain't asked
turn.
you for that, dog.
You ain't asked to be turned.
I didn't ask that. So all the niggas that got that done to them, I know that's fucked up.
What? I mean,
That's fucked up. You got to live your life now. Damn.
On the down low.
You did some gay shit. That nigga snuck you into that.
how you gonna sneak you into that, dog?
Because me personally, you can't. I ain't getting that. There's some people get that drunk or that fucking high.
Hey, you get that go down.
That if they doing a whole good deceiving job, they can get their ass. You know what I'm saying? To do something. Besides, when that pussy come up, you gotta have some wetness coming. Whatever that. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need that smell, that pussy smell that I love. Then I'm gonna need that drip drip. Where's that at? Those things missing. That's an issue.
But you know, sometimes they can.
Nah, and
You
you
know what
can't,
I'm saying?
can't fake none of those to me.
You can fake those, dog. Post
That's
op, you can do
different.
that.
It's just a certain smell pussy got, dog. You can't duplicate that.
Shit, they probably put a spray.
You tell me it's a pussy smell spray out there.
Hey, they got skin tones, they got pussy tones
See,
out there,
you
dog.
deceiving me, dog.
That's deceiving.
Now you see what I'm saying, dog?
All of it is deception.
You going 9 steps to deceive me. What's too far before I can kill you?
You can't kill him.
You know what I'm saying, dog? Now you see what I'm saying?
You can't kill him.
You can't do it. You're going to get a hate crime.
What's too far, though?
Come on, man.
How you get to do that to me?
How you
Why would you get to do that
It's
to
like-
me?
it's
There's
like-
no law for that.
It's like watching a movie that comes on.
Okay, give me a law for that, then. Then I won't do that.
They always have that warning. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Okay, and
As a
the man,
your discretion is
and the nigga that
Hey, your discretion is advised, dog. That's on you.
It's your
got
own risk.
duped.
Yeah, man, it happens, though. Especially in predominant areas like California and all that, you know, Atlanta.
Now you got something that's on the flip
That's
side.
not fair, man.
You got females.
You just molested me, for real.
You a grown ass man.
That's a molester.
You nobody told you to be drunk.
I'm trying to think, what is that word, man? It's something, man. You just made me do some sex shit I ain't want to do.
No.
So what is that?
No.
That's
So
a motherfucker.
motherfucker don't make you do nothing you don't want to
Are
do.
you serious?
You went there on a tent
If
to
I'm thinking
smash.
I'm about to fuck a lady, you just see me
you
do
go to
a
a
man.
smashing. Now you about to smash is a hit. That's
You had
on
me
you.
do some gay. So what is that then? It gotta be something.
No, ain't nothing.
Okay. For me not to hurt you now,
That's different.
it has to be a law that I can put on you then. So I can go file for it. So it ain't no law for
They
that?
don't get laughed at. That's like going
Really,
to police.
though?
That's like going to the police saying my chick beat me up. They gonna
Again.
laugh at your dumb ass.
What y'all want?
They
Okay,
gonna
okay.
laugh at your dumb ass.
Okay.
Charge that to the game.
Let's say,
Look,
you go
Look what y'all just did to a nigga.
say you just put.
Look what just happened.
I thought it was some pussy. It was a bat, 2 balls.
Look what you just did to a nigga though. A grown ass Negro. Okay. You forced him to have a gay act.
You force her.
Then
You didn't take your
not only
food, put
you
it in
forced
the
me,
ass.
you made laws where I can't do nothing to your black ass for after doing it, right? Not only can I physically not touch you for doing that dumb shit, it's no law I can sign a paper to get you in jail for that dumb shit.
She think they go to jail for
So
that?
therefore, you have a black Negro that just got molested and can't do a fucking thing. Ready? What? I just described some real shit, nigga. Like, hold up.
How the fuck do you got to the point
I
that
can't do nothing there. I can't do shit. That's a hate crime if I touch your black ass.
you charge that to the game?
But you just forced me to do some gay shit. What can I do now?
slow the fuck down.
I can't do shit. I can't strangle you. I can't do shit.
Nah.
I can't do nothing.
Why would you want to?
Are you serious? You can't do fake ass gay shit.
He ain't make you
Force me
do
to
that.
do that.
How
Y'all
you
about
forced you to
deceiving me.
With a gun to your motherfucking
He
head.
deceived me.
With a gun to your head. He said, whip that shit out, cuz.
It's a law. I should look this up. It gotta be something, young.
Whip
On the
this shit
other
out.
end of that I can't do nothing.
Nah.
I just gotta take that molest.
What was that? You told him
That's a
that.
molest, nigga.
You chose to do
Until
that.
I figure out a word for that, that's being molest. What is that? When you be deceived into that shit.
Okie doke.
Oh man, no. So it's a hate crime. I go to jail for life.
He slipped you a weenie.
Yeah, we.
I go to jail for life though if I retaliate. But I'm a grown ass Negro man though. You shouldn't do that to me.
What do you mean?
I don't like that shit.
You were on a pussy hunt.
Why you do me like that though?
You was on the hunt.
I can't do nothing.
You was on the hunt.
You on the pussy hunt.
And you
No.
get got. That's on you.
Okay, you got to come missing.
You
I can't touch you missing in me. Fuck with you. Like
Like
what?
Nah.
You see, you go on the pussy hunt.
And then you're gonna do your research.
You gotta be missing then.
You ain't scout.
Nigga, I can't touch you and I can't put you in jail. What can I do but suffer as a black man mentally and suffer that I did some gay shit with your dumb ass? Oh shit.
You did some gay
That's
shit.
a bad life after that. You know, like that's frustrating. You just gotta hope nobody can find out. Then he put on social media or something. How does it stop?
That Steve used to be E, or
Right.
Eve used to be Steve.
That ain't right, man. That ain't right.
So if you did a post op, would you kid?
Nigga, you gotta be a full female. The
So
word female
yeah,
gotta be
he
on
got
the
cut
fucking
and
birth certificate.
took the inside out of the vagina now and all that good shit. You good with that, right?
Huh?
You got the
That's not no
whole.
lady.
What you talking about? He got the mean no more.
You gotta have some ovaries. You gotta have
Anything the doctor
you gotta have the reproductive system.
So y'all gonna fuck with the post trans.
anything the doctor had to do ain't you.
But you wouldn't know the
Doing
difference
that.
though. How would you know?
Nigga. Pussy.
Yeah, they
Oh, no, I know
can
pussy.
make you one, yeah.
I know pussy.
Nah, they gonna cut this shit on,
Nah,
put it
I
out.
don't fuck
It's
with
a elaborate
you.
surgery for that shit.
Nigga, you can make anything look like whatever.
You know, so if you did that, you can see yourself doing gay shit.
If I did what? Try to check and see if it's pussy.
No. If you mess with somebody who was a post-op, is that gay shit?
All the niggas know they gay. I mean,
How you gay if
Ain't a nigga
it's
gonna
not a
tell me-
female anymore?
that he fucking with a dude.
It's not a male no more. You're a female.
Like, nah, come on, dog. You gay too.
So you believe they shouldn't use they supposed to use the one bathroom they was born with?
Don't do that.
So if they post-op, they can't go in the chick bathroom then? They got to still use the male
I don't
bathroom?
want that nigga in my bathroom with my daughter. Fuck that nigga. Go there and bathroom with the dude. What's wrong with you?
But he identifies as a
I
female.
didn't want what you identify. You're not going in with my daughter.
He post-op.
Fuck out of here.
Damn, dog.
You're a grown ass man. You think you're going in with my daughter?
I'm just
In the
saying.
public bathroom with my daughter, nigga.
He more girly than her, so.
But your mentality is still man. You
How
gonna
you
look
know
at
they
my daughter,
taking the
nigga.
hormones?
Now put your hand in that fucking cement wall. Cause we're gonna have. Ain't no way in hell you going there with her. I don't give a fuck what you think you are today.
That's like a couple years ago.
Fuck that.
That giant.
See, that laws like that is going overboard to me. It's like, can we just make our discretion at that moment? Like, nigga, can I take my daughter in real quick? You stand back for a minute? That type of shit. Like, it don't ever be a law. We can discuss this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, just hold on, dog. I don't really, you know.
Yeah, I see people do that all the time.
Just let me take my daughter in real quick.
Especially in the store.
It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hating on you, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But let me take her in real quick. Then you can come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If not, I just go ahead, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead in it. It ain't no big deal. I leave. You know what I'm saying? That's simple. It ain't have to be no law. You know what I'm saying now? But you're not just bring your grown ass in there with my daughter. Grown ass man ass.
Hey, dog, I ain't used to say
Remember they had that issue down in Charlotte.
Well, the niggas
North Carolina.
that's trying to take the thing, but they ain't taking it yet. They get to go in there?
Yeah, the whole argument was
Nah, see?
they identify as a woman even though they got their male parts. They post-op, pre-op.
So you literally think you're a woman now because your dick is cut off.
Yeah, they identify as a woman. They got
Okay.
once you post-op, that's
So,
what's
nigga,
fine.
a nigga walk out there and get hit by a bus tomorrow. They had to cut it. Literally, for example, if you had to walk out that joint tomorrow, get hit by a bus, the surgery, cut your dick off. You a girl now? Fuck no.
What you talking about, dog?
That don't make you a girl because you cut your dick off.
He on estrogen now.
Shit.
He got boobs.
You're not a girl.
Yeah, in their mind they is.
You're doing a lot.
That's their preference. But hey, you can't tell a person how they can live in their body. That's what they think they are. Trust
That's
me.
what
No,
they.
that's-
I fought this fight for a long time, dog.
It's two different things here. It's something you want to be. You aspire.
No, they don't. They don't claim. They don't claim they want to be it. They claim they are it.
don't.
It took me a while to understand that too. Cause they'll come on your neck. I had a few of them come at me sideways talking about. You saying that we not what we are, but they telling you in their head that's what they should have been born as, and that's
That's
what they
not
want
a
to be.
debate, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't force a person to call you something that you know. That's just not a debate. Like, you can ask your family and friends,
Multiple
be
laws
like,
saying that you have to.
you can ask your family and friends, be like, okay, look, you know what I'm doing, you know, I do it by myself with this.
I used to be
You told me
Jessica,
that.
I'm not Jessica.
But hey, you can't walk around the streets and think a grown ass man and a woman that don't know you and call you a girl, I mean a man, just because you want them to call you a girl. That don't make sense.
That's America, though.
Like, you can't have babies. You ain't on no period.
So
Like, let's be realistic though.
But
You can respect the motherfucking and give them their wishes if they want and call them Miss whatever the fuck, Google the fool, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different.
that's all they want you to do.
The man and the fact that you a woman now, like, no, you're not. You're not gonna make me say you're a woman just because you got your dick cut the fuck off. What's wrong with you?
And they want to compete.
That's not gonna work with
and
me.
you
I'm
sit
like,
there and pee.
it's another thing you come to me and be like, hey, I appreciate it, man, because I different myself as a woman now. If you can just call me X, Y, and Z, I appreciate that. Then you give me a choice. Like, you can't demand motherfuckers to call you something you're not, you know? It doesn't make sense.
So
Then you go in that joint and spit out a 9-pound baby, then we're gonna call you a girl quick. You see what I'm saying?
or bleed.
So stop,
so
yeah.
much.
Once you start telling niggas, go give me some pads and blow the shit out while they playing the game, and then we gonna tell you a girl. You see what I'm saying? Until then, you gonna ask a motherfucker, and they might grant your wishes or they not, motherfucker. You can't get mad. Like, come on, dog. That's just dumb. I think that whole thing is dumb.
So
You can't
what,
just make somebody call you something like that.
so what you think about, like, for instance, Lorena Bobbitt? Yeah,
What, that make him a girl now? She cut that nigga shit and threw shit in the bush.
No homo, they sold this shit back on.
Ouch!
They sold the shit back on. It was a documentary
Freeze
on,
frame that.
on Amazon video. I was looking at it.
Dang.
I was looking at it a few weeks ago.
Think about
They
that.
said they had to hurry up. The 7-Eleven was right there. They had to hurry up. The guy had
ice.
put it on ice. He had a bag of ice.
That thing on ice.
So when they said it was telling the story, the shit was funny. He was like, I think his penis was right here. So it was in the grass. They had to dust the grass off of it.
Not good.
Had to put
Freeze
it.
frame.
They had to put it in the ice. They had to put it in the bag. So if they said if they have it found his penis, then they had to sew it up like a female. He had to piss like a female for the rest of
Not good. Not good at all.
So you think he had the right to kill her?
I would die. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's my
Shit.
Even though
it. He couldn't kill her. He was in pain.
I'm just saying, in Rabbit's mind, he had the right to go back and get seek his revenge.
nigga, she just cut your dick off.
So you had the right to kill her, then, right?
You just
Man.
forced me to do live a life basically without having sex in it.
That's what play for
Why would you do me like that? Dang,
That's you want to be a catcher.
that's terrible right there. Whew. I don't know what's worse. Would you live like that or live after a nigga duped you? Damn.
Yeah, that's a fucked up. That's a fucked up situation. That's definitely a fucked up
Yeah.
situation.
You fucked up right there. That's a bad situation to be in, but for real.
In a way, if you got Duke, that's on you.
Man, shouts out to everybody tuning in our podcast. Appreciate you a whole lot. Especially Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube. Shouts out to everybody that be on Twitch, you know. Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook group, you know what I'm saying? Especially on Facebook group. Get inside sites of all three of us maybe setting up podcast night or in the streets one day in DC, you know what I'm saying? You catch inside sites of the podcast, you know what I'm saying, dog? On the Facebook group, so follow us there, you know. If you're on YouTube, follow YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do 100, we'll do a chip challenge, you know what I'm saying, dog? The 100 chips, the hottest chip in the world, you know?
That real deal.
The hottest chip in the world.
That Carolina Reaper.
Reap.
It reaps your soul. Not in a good way.
You know? So we get 100 subscribers. We think about doing a little fast because we're creeping up on 5,000 downloads on our podcast. Which appreciate everybody that download our podcast a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? From state to state, country to country. We appreciate it a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Way more than we expect. But we expect to bring you more content, so we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? The hottest chip in the world, legit black thing. You know what I'm saying? Doc? I think tear your ass up, ready, real. Radical one. That thing ready for you.
Damn Inferno.
Exactly. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. That right there gonna get us hot. Burning up. You subscribe to that joint. But you know, every week we do. We go back every week, check out rappers back in the day. You know what I'm saying, right? How their thought process was, the battle rap or freestyling or interviews back in the day. And we had if you check out a podcast, I don't know if that was 36. And this podcast 37 too. I think a podcast 36 or 35. Well, we had it was a nice joint. We had no man, no. We didn't know his name and shit at first. What was my man's name? Now it was Busta Rhymes. Game.
Oh,
That nigga we ain't know.
the villain.
The villain. Hey, shouts out to the villain, man. Wherever you at, New York, well, there he was from. He was nice, dog. He was nice, my nigga. That's why we do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never knew that. You know what I'm saying, dog? But when I listen to it, you got your man on this shit. So shouts out to the villain whoever fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was with Game and Busta Rhymes, man. The villain. I try to get your name for the podcast. But look, every week we do that. Step back and just go back in time, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to see everybody's mind frame and where they at today compared to what they was thinking then. You know what I'm saying? Like when we went back on Ice Cube, his mind frame basically the same, really. He had a military background, mind frame at that time, it's still the same. You know what I'm saying? So and we watched Eazy the other day with interview with Eazy. I like that interview too. He had a lot of insights on Snoop and his case and all that shit. Suge. Man, I just love music. In general, I love hip hop. I just love this shit, man. I just grew up in the hip hop and go-go. And I just love that shit. When you go back and listen to old shit, man, I love that shit. So every week we go back and listen to old rappers back in the day, 90s, 80s, you know, just get a feel for what's going on. We come back after that and compare notes and give them mics and see how good they did, you know. So this week we're gonna do when rap was rap. We're gonna do the Lost Boys, you know.
And when it's those good old days when rap was rap.
Reap the benefit. Shouts out to you, dog. Get your man. You know what I'm saying, dog? So now this joint is the Lost Boys. The Lost Boys. Who was in the joint? Now I remember one of their joints I used to like though. Damn, what was the name of that joint, man? But I don't think none of them really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, I'm kind of hard on that shit though, so you never know. Y'all probably think it's the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Music make me high.
That was the name of that joint?
Me and my crazy world. I remember the Lost Boys.
Yeah, me too.
One of them was Mr. Cheeks.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Ricky Ty, Mr. Cheeks, Pretty Lou, DJ Spud Nice, Mr. Sex, Freaky Kyle, and K Chris.
What he just said, they about to do it. The Lost Boys.
Spit a lame coat, split the vein in your throat as a knock top. We in the basement. LB fam.
Freaky Ty was the one that got chopped in the head.
You got shot in the head.
That's not good.
Still gotta do that shit.
You're a reality TV show addict, though. You gotta get that shit up.
So crazy, son. all types of them.
You got to make a podcast reality TV show. They don't know about that.
I remember that joke they had. Real Housewives of Benning Road.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, these cities is off
The real podcast of St. Barbara's Road. There you go, right there.
The Real Housewives of South
I don't think Rab had somebody following him around with a camera on there.
Hold on, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Wait, we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that. Where the rest of the fam at?
Oh, right here.
Where the rest? Where the fam at? Oh, they coming down? What up? They coming down. They coming down. What up, pretty Lou? No doubt, no doubt. Aight. What up, fam? Aight, Spiggy Spig. No doubt. The whole fam's here. There's no telling what's gonna happen now. We back up in here.
We gonna do it all night, right?
Come on.
Cause it's going down. We got Goldilocks. She's gonna be hot. Y'all chicks better be careful. Be careful, cause Goldilocks is going down. I'm telling you. Big
Bit, they all be sick. Run with my click, Queens most LB. Rest in peace to Ty and
Teddy Riley.
You know? Say right ass niggas. So we got a motherfucker. That shit just blew me. Ain't got no connection. I don't know what's going on with that joint.
Internet glad. It's kicking in and out of the phone.
Man, I miss those good old days when was rap.
Come to the. Yeah, fuck. Alright.
Yeah, can get come on.
No, I was just slagging or something. Welcome back. I don't know what's going on with that joint, son. What's that? You know?
Too many people.
There's a lot going on too, yeah.
Shit, I was watching something earlier. That shit kicked me right on the. I was like, shit. Could play no damn live 2K and nothing.
He said live.
Okay.
So your eggs there, Jay.
Wow, that was my shit though.
Yeah, live with your shit though.
The last live was like that. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because you would play down Berry Farms. They had the farms on it. That shit was like that. That's all I was playing. Berry Farms was my little creative player. It's Berry Farms. Then they had like Venice Beach. Then they had the Rucker. Then they had all the other courses. But, you know, farms, man. And they had it just like how it was pictured. At the what's his name? The Kingman League. I think it was the Kingman League. And they had the little rec center, and they had the little houses in the background. Where they used to be in the background. Before it tore up down.
They been tearing all that shit down.
Kenilworth Avenue right there, that's going down right now.
Oh, shit off, tearing my city down.
Y'all tear down and build it up.
Oh, shit off. Man, you tearing down.
Oh,
I'll fight your ass. You won't be there.
know, 20 years ago, Navy all looked different. Now you look at that joint downtown, it's a whole different thing.
They walking up on the block. Look at me. They start calling police. and shit.
All the new high rise, all new restaurants, all that was down.
They got a place in Anacostia called Cheers, like the TV show.
Changing that up too. Alabama Avenue, totally different. That's AB.
Yeah, that corner of that
St.
MLK
Gaudius,
joint, yeah.
That fluent. Yeah, Good Hope Road. My shit back in the day, you know.
They still doing the same thing on Good Hope Road, though. They still sitting on the sidewalk, nodding off and shit, slobbing and shit.
That whole road. That whole MLK jump down there.
It be about 6 in the morning.
Never fall, dog. I actually watched one on one night. I don't know. I think something went on A4 or something back then.
How the fuck you hide and you balance yourself off that?
They will not fall, dog. I literally watched one at the bus stop one day. I was like,
Because if anything, they say, fuck it. Just lay right on the ground.
you think, you about to hit it. You about to hit it. He about to hit it. Whoop, right back up. Open his eyes for a second. Go right back down.
One of them joints.
I saw that. I said, I'd never try that. Whatever that was, it ain't going to ever be me.
Stay in school. Don't do drugs.
Pretty much. You don't know where it gets.
It gives you a fucked up one. That shit have your ass in the courthouse or in the mental institution fast.
Wait.
Or jail.
No, you used to have functioning addicts back in the day. You gonna have them now, but you used to have functioning addicts. Do what they do, but you know, go to work.
Them function addicts was bombed up. They clean your fucking house and all that shit.
I know, Rabbit employed all of them. Car clean, house clean. You name it, yeah, they clean.
Man, I need my car washed. Get this crack.
It's my uncle to this day.
Crackhead.
Say, let me get the crackhead.
Crackhead. Come here and wash my car.
You know?
No credit. That's $20. 1,000 things. He did every last motherfucking
Take
thing.
the crackhead. They take all that shit.
One
Focus.
that do cut your grass. You got the other one that wash your car.
Yeah.
I had one time, I was like, I didn't feel like listening to this shit. He moved my whole apartment out. I was like, damn. He got his 2 boys. I gave him all the money. He shorted them. Get that shit out there. He was like, give me the money. Good nephew, I got you. Yeah, they have money. We everything out
And this right here is reminded, right? So everybody be leaving me messages and shit, right? I don't know if this joint focus or not.
Your focus need more focus.
You know? That joint say 484 messages. Look at that.
Instagram.
What that say?
484.
Yeah, so I don't have nowhere in the hell to go through all that shit all the time, right? So everybody be thinking I be ignoring them, dog. I don't, you know what I'm saying? My family and friends think I be ignoring them, but look at this shit, dog. When you send me, especially Instagram, that's a no-no.
Yeah, everybody. It's
484 messages I ain't even checked yet. You know what I'm saying? So when you send shit, sometimes I don't even see that shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? They be like, man, I be telling you, yeah. No. You gotta help work with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog? You know?
So what are you doing while you taking the shit? You put looking through that shit, dog.
Everybody be thinking, man, hey, you be ignoring me now and all that. Ain't no now, I'm busy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain this shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out to all the family members. We see your comments. We might don't answer them, but there's a knowledge that we do see.
yeah,
It's not knowledge,
but
but you
this
is
is a podcast. You can't be in the middle of
Yeah.
the podcast saying people names and all this. It has nothing to do with the topic because somebody listens to the audio, they don't know all the messages and all this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's not like Go-Go Band. We can't be shouting out loud.
Yeah, they just going with the conversation. But when you start to say, hey, this person, that person, it's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. There's no message in the audio.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? That, and plus, it fucks the flow of the conversation and shit. And stuff. So, hey, that's my cousin.
Yeah, what's up, man? I see you in the chat. What's up, big dog? Yeah, it was good. That's what I want you to do, though.
That's my kid post right there.
And he started talking, what the fuck was you just talking about?
You know?
What I'm saying? What the fuck? Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just want everybody to know, first of all, man, I ain't one of them motherfucking mushy ass dudes. I don't even say love you and shit. I know most of my family friends be like, this nigga don't never say he love me or nothing. Shit. And I just ain't one of them motherfuckers to be like, I expect you to know I fuck with you because you're in my life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I look at shit. It's like, nigga, I won't be around you right now. You know what I'm saying?
You don't get that.
That should be like a girl or something. Like, you in my house, in my bed.
You know?
Like, you around my money. You're around me.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't love you. Why would you be in this middle of this
Thank you,
shit, dog? Like, come on,
Preach,
preach,
brother,
ask me
preach.
that shit, dog.
Because
Like,
as a person who's watching right now needs to
some
hear
shit
that.
just
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
I think it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think I put somebody I don't love in the middle of my life like this? You laying here? Like, why would you be here?
I come home to you every night.
Like, it's no reason for you to be here if I ain't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here. You know?
Like
Like,
just wild.
but I understand, family, over the last 4 years and shit, I ain't really been calling people back and all that shit, going out and going to cookouts, family reunions and all that shit. I get that, you know what I'm saying? But laying in a motherfucking shelter that I was at in 2015 to now, that ain't easy to get the fuck from out of the shelter and get you a little townhouse and shit, nice little ride, own a business in 4 years. I don't have time to be going to cookouts. You see what I'm saying? That took me bust my ass to get the fuck from where I was at in that shelter. You know what I'm saying? So the time to play and all that shit, I just ain't had time to answer the phone for that. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't had time. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you don't think I was ignoring you and shit like that, but I just shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I was living in a fucking shelter. You know what I'm saying? That was just 2015. So I just had time, and that's not that long ago. So it takes time to get the fuck from there to live you know what I'm saying? And playing was not in my agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't like I was ignoring y'all. Nothing. You know, I can look at my message like I just showed my man. I'm 400 behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably never catch up with those messages. So that person, whoever sent the message, probably think I'm ignoring them. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like that. It's just I got like now, I got podcasts I've got here going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like I own a barbershop. It's like there's a lot going on. I gotta go sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not enough hours to be playing around with people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just hope y'all understand that shit. And I don't say I love you a lot, but I do love y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't get it, you know what I'm saying? But I got to do me. I got to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with y'all, but it's life. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Supporting this podcast.
Exactly. I know. I feel I might. I don't know. Y'all might get different pressure now because we've been doing this now almost 7 months, man. And we ain't missed a week. We've been live. We don't script shit. We went live every week. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 nights a week for the last almost a year. Slim. Ain't missed a week, a day yet. That's a grind right there. I appreciate both of y'all doing that shit. I know you come on like last 4 months and shit, but I appreciate that shit real. You know what I'm saying? That's dedication. That's motherfuckers you can count on. You know what I'm saying? It's like this ain't no simple shit. 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? So we busy. It's just that simple and shit. It's not like you know, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like got shit to do, you know. And you got goals to meet. And sometimes all that other stuff just don't fit into that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Sometimes family think you just automatically supposed to do shit or something like it's not automatic, you know? Especially when you talk to a nigga that was laying in the shelter. So you can't come to me sideways like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta let me do me. You know what I'm saying? I get to you. I try my best to get into the I'm almost at the point where I can get out here and just be going to cookouts and playing around and all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's a grind, you know what I'm saying? So right now I'm trying to get this podcast up and running, you know what I'm saying? So that's another grind. So if that takes away from that y'all gotta understand that too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't one of them niggas be laying around ain't doing shit. I ain't one of them types. You know what I'm saying? I swallowed the bullet. You know what I'm saying? Took me and my son to a fucking shelter. Something that I just had no other choice. I swallowed the bullet, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's worse. One of the worst. I've been shot before. That right there was worse than getting shot. Going and signing the fucking papers to go in the fucking shelter. You know what I'm saying? So, the last 4 years been fucking grinding for me. You know what I'm saying? You know? Grinding for me, dog. But yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about I don't know if y'all getting the same thing at home or people don't understand or yeah, maybe y'all not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But in general, how y'all feeling about where you at in the podcast in general right now? As far as your family's involved, friends. Jay?
They've been very supportive. Didn't listen, they tune in at times, or they'll listen later or whatnot. May not be live, might be later. So pretty cool.
Real?
Yeah, I mean, my circle is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Family is family, you know. Some of them I get with, some of them I don't. I don't take it as a slight, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't take it as one either. Like you say, we be busy. Work 2 jobs and I do this. So, yeah, my time is limited, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, what you want me to do? I mean, you call and say what's up to me, I respond, you know what I'm saying? If I don't see it and you get it 4 hours later because I was asleep, you understand that?
I'm saying they got sleep too, yeah.
You know? You don't take it as light. If I'm sleeping, I get you at 10:30 because I'm waking up, got to shower, about to go to work. I text you like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all make it to this? Nah, I mean, I'm going to get off the 3 days during the middle of the week, you know? Some days I do like one day just to chill, not do anything, you know, put my feet up. You know, going non-stop. You just need one day to, like, you know what I'm saying? Sit on the couch, chill with the cat.
You know?
You know?
Shit, God even had one day to rest.
I try to get that out of the way, you know what I'm saying? But I get support from some of my family. Some of them, no. But this is what it is. I know. Not everybody gonna be your greatest supporter. You know?
Yeah, when you jump out and just do stuff like podcasting, everybody look at you like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That's cool, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't that service to them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, drop a follow. It's hard for them to do that. Because they think that it's gonna mean they gotta watch every time to come on. No, you just follow them, you know what I'm saying? But I get it, you know. But if you want me to buy a plate from you or something like that, I'm always first in line. You want me to support you, I got you.
But yeah, well, as us 3 all together, we appreciate our families and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's putting up with it, because we all work, like I said, on the barbershop. They working overtime, you know what I'm saying? And doing podcasting, man. So I just appreciate the fact that they putting their grind on it, you know what I'm saying, dog? I can't say no more than that. Shout out to my son mother too, who signed up and go in the shelter with me. She didn't have to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? So she watched my son while I go to barber school. So I wouldn't even make it through that. She didn't do that, you know? Shout out to my aunt who sent me some money that first couple of weeks to get me back and forth to school. Yeah, I wouldn't have made it. So I appreciate all that. Wouldn't be where I'm at now in these 4 years. So thanks to those 2 people for sure. And let's move on, dog. Y'all got something more to say? Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying, Doc? But why the fuck did they fire my man with the Clippers, dog?
7 years.
What you mean?
7 years and they was underperforming.
Seven
Yeah.
years? What, he been pro 7 years?
Yeah, he been head coach for 7 years. You gotta think about it. First it was Blake and Chris Paul. They never got to the conference finals. Start date. They choked. Remember they was up 3-1 to Houston and lost. That started it. And the next year they got beat out by Golden State. And the next year Golden State. So Doc Rivers was the level. Then after that, they had their chance. Now Golden State out the picture. You know, make the conference finals
But
again.
think about it before the pandemic, everybody was slobbing on their dick, right?
Yeah, but
Okay, then pandemic. What happened in between pandemic? Because you can't fire somebody during the pandemic. You gonna fault him during the pandemic? They ain't even been practicing, none of that shit. You gonna fault him for this year? What happened though?
Jamal Murray bust their ass.
What happened in between though?
And
he didn't have them prepared.
And the joke.
You giving them credit, but their team wasn't prepared. They didn't know how to play together.
Yeah,
They were
before the
urgent, too.
pandemic,
Yeah, they still
everybody
didn't know how to
thought
play.
they gonna run
No,
through
they
the
didn't.
Lakers and everybody else, right?
No,
The same thing for Miami. Ain't nobody think Miami was gonna make it from the East. They thought it was gonna be Boston, actually. Bucks, matter of fact. Giannis got his ass put out by Miami. Guess what?
But they thought Clippers were run through the Lakers, right?
The Clippers thought
But-
that they was going to run through the Lakers.
So pandemic happened, right?
Patrick Beverly was running his mouth too.
They don't practice. They don't do nothing. So they come back. What happens in between now and the time they reopen? They got his coach, him personally, in forefront doing Black Lives Matter. And all his press conferences, crying. Everything was beyond the telling. Remember that?
That wasn't just him. That was everybody.
Okay, but he fired, right?
He's not the only one fired. 6 NBA
No, we're talking about him.
3
How we
on
can go from about to contend for the championship the same season, right? In a pandemic where you can't practice no more, nothing is the same no more. The season is just fucked up. You come in, of course, they're not the same. They lose. You fire that person. In a pandemic? What was the
he had
difference?
6 years.
Yeah, 7
7 years. You want to count the year 7. I'm talking about 6 prior years. They never made the conference championship. They mortgaged their whole future to get these players under his
They
advisement.
just got there.
He told him to go get Kawhi, and then if he got Kawhi,
They all just got there.
No. He
None
had
of these
Chris
players been there
Paul.
longer than 2
He
years.
had Chris Paul and Blake Griffin before that.
No.
So no, that counts because that was another team he built.
No.
He built.
We
He was
was
the
building
general
teams
manager.
right here.
You not listen.
Beverly,
This is a long thing. It wasn't a spur of the moment thing.
Kawhi
He built
Leonard.
the team.
How
He
long
was
he
the
been
he was the general manager before Jerry West.
Kawhi Leonard been there 2 years.
One. He got there
One
last
season. My
Not the
man
point.
been there how long? They just
Nah.
picked these people up.
Paul George all came
Paul
this year.
George just got
I get it,
here.
but you excusing the prime.
So now you
Fire
mix your team up with 2 big players now. In the same season, you fire.
They never made the conference.
They didn't make the conference final. They underachieved for what he paid. And he couldn't have that. And Doc told him to do it. And he sealed his own death warrant. You can't
Oh,
tell me to
man.
do this and then you don't deliver.
I don't know, man.
And they were up 3-1. He had to get fired. He was up, and that's the third time he
Fired?
lost. Yeah. They say he done lost the most series being up 3-1. How the fuck you up 3-1 on the team and not close it out?
Because even when he was in
Only how you
Boston,
get fired from this season period.
even when he
It
was
wasn't
in
just a
Boston,
season.
the
I'm
same
trying to
way.
say that. It's a cumulative thing.
They fired that.
He told Ballmer to go get these people. Ballmer gave up 4 first-round picks. That's their whole future right there.
He didn't get
And
taken
Kawhi
away.
can leave next year. Paul George can leave next year. They can opt out of their contract next year.
But as soon as he got fired, though,
Then they gonna leave because
a couple of teams called him up there.
Yeah, he in the running for the Philadelphia Sixers job, which I think he'd be all right at.
Oh.
He gave them too much power. He didn't coach them. You can tell he didn't put his foot on his neck. And his players had to perform. Lou Williams went to the motherfucking Atlanta joint, ain't played no good after that. Montrezl Harrell was some garbage. Patrick Beverly was some garbage. And they couldn't shoot. Paul George choked. Kawhi did what he could, but he ain't a real explosive player. He just a complimentary player. He ain't a leader of material. He need an alpha dog. He ain't alpha.
it was up 3-1.
He was up 3-1. And that's the first time. It was up 3-1 against Houston. When James Harden came back. This is a pattern. He lost the most. Do the research. He lost the most
I
series
think
being up
it was
3-1.
a double-edged sword.
No, it wasn't.
Getting
Yeah,
into
he had his time.
the Brittany Teller. The
No.
all summer he was doing something.
No,
Black Lives Matter. Every press conference. He was crying in one of them. 2 of them.
You can also make the argument if they fired him, you know, the position was open for the New York Nets, the Brooklyn Nets.
But still, I think that fucking.
And they gave that job to Steve Nash, and Mark Jackson was still waiting.
Mark Jackson back. Rapper don't believe in him.
I think he.
Nobody like him. Even though he built the Golden State team.
I
Yeah,
think
he goes to a good team. Matter of fact, he inherited the Golden State Warriors before
No, he
made them before Steve
Curry.
Kerr. Got
Curry inherited him. After Mark Jackson taught him how to play.
right.
He trained him and gave him Curry won from him. But that's here nor there. Doc had his time.
Fucked up.
Doc fucked up.
I think he fucked up by getting into this social
No,
issues.
he
Like,
wasn't so
my whole problem with people doing that, is you have nothing to do with it. You sports. So why keep getting involved? I think mentally he wasn't even in it right, man. He kept doing that shit on the press conferences, man.
So what do you think?
Then the
LeBron
owners,
James?
that's the Clippers. They bigger than they get. You think you're gonna let him stay here after he did the Black Lives Matter with the flags? Man, come on, bro. He was out of it.
Man, I think
All
they
you had to do
didn't
was
want
lose. He was out of it.
Nah, they was ready to leave, dog. They didn't want to be there. Paul George was depressed. They didn't.
Nigga, these niggas in a bubble.
Yeah, I know.
That's why y'all keep getting that key part. It's a pandemic. These niggas in a bubble ain't seen their family since I don't know when the fuck.
Yeah.
This shit
I think
ain't
that
the
was a
same no
real
more,
case,
yo.
bro. They didn't want to do it.
Players want to go home.
They
Man,
didn't
fuck
want to do
this
it.
shit.
Yeah, so that's what happened. It cost him his job though, because he ain't ready.
Niggas do not want to play like
They
this.
were promised.
The sooner we lose, the sooner we go home. Like,
They were promised.
you think them niggas family ain't saying, dog, y'all don't bring your ass home. Tank these games. Do whatever the fuck you need to do. Bring your ass home, nigga. Don't need to stand there. Fake like you hurt. Go on injured reserve.
That's like LeBron James in there right now. His son acting fool on Instagram. Blunt.
Hey, this shit's crazy.
It's like, bring your ass.
I don't think he should be fired. That's no way possible.
Nah, he should have been fired.
Come on,
He should-
man.
Why not?
Come on.
6
dog.
years in this, yo. 7.
Come on, man.
He sucked.
You just gave him all these players this year.
He had plans before that. You
Before
keep
this
neglecting that.
pandemic, everybody was sucking his dick.
Oh, check it out. Check this out.
Somebody
check it
had
out.
dogs that was gonna run through the Lakers.
He had a good team when
All
he
of a
had Chris
sudden,
Paul,
they
Blake
fired
Griffin,
him? Like in the
Jeremy
pandemic.
Renner. They were up 3-1.
And
on
matter,
YouTube.
man. This
You
season,
don't
you
remember
should
that
get fired from this season. Is my point.
This was before Golden State won their first championship. They were up 3-1 on Houston.
Like Milwaukee.
Dogging.
Milwaukee was dogging everybody. After this pandemic, they weren't the same.
We talking about playoffs. Milwaukee suck in the playoffs. They always suck in the
Still.
playoffs.
After the fucking
Last year, they sucked
pandemic,
in the
nobody was the same.
Shit, Miami ran sack on their ass.
Yeah, Miami got blown out tonight. So what does that tell you?
Nobody was the same no more.
I think they just want to get the shit over. I think it's going to be a 4-1 sweep. I think you're right. They got tired of wanting to be there. And they just didn't want to be there. Paul George said it. He was mentally depressed.
You
I
can
ain't
easily get home if
depressed.
you just lose. That's it. You going home?
If that was the case, when they asked him, "Do you want to be here?"
They
Shouldn't say
couldn't
yes.
say that because they had a big contract.
Niggas blown.
Money talk, dog. They were going to lose out on it.
Niggas ain't making no stance on that.
Why not? They couldn't give
All
up
they
their money.
figure, oh, we're gonna go, we just gonna say,
Not for this year. They're going to give it up for next year, too.
oh, we're gonna go, but every time they ask us something, we're gonna, they ain't heard that in 3 weeks. The closer you get to the fucking final, nobody's saying that shit. Fuck out. Now they answer the question. Now, oh yeah, I made that layup. There's no more Brittany Taylor now no more.
Yeah, they said everything.
Fuck no.
The people who were doing it was on the
Now,
sorry team.
I just seen LeBron on 8 different press conferences answer 100 different questions. There's no more just no Brittany. None of that no more. Fuck out of here. They closer to they ain't getting no. Come on, I was telling y'all that then. Like that's just some bullshit, yeah. Well, closer they get to the finals, nobody ain't talking about that shit no more. They ain't gonna give a fuck. They'll start thinking the finals. You think they're gonna have them talking about that shit in the finals? Every question they ask them now is like, oh, I'm trying to. First, you mad about the MVP. Why you mad about that? Fuck out of here.
Then what's his name? Who was it? Patrick Beverly was like, we let him off the hook. LeBron.
It was dogs. That team was horrible.
Yeah.
They played like that, especially the last 3 games when they just
This shit, fuck it.
game 7 them niggas didn't even show up. They was ready to go home.
They were still on the bus.
I don't know with that shit.
Well, damn, they on the bubble, so they can't get on no bus. They were still in the locker room.
And my boy's 3-0, so don't slip guys that easy. I think y'all slipped.
Oh yeah, y'all got Foles
The
starting now.
Bears.
Foles starting now, right?
The Bears.
Y'all might be alright now. You know what
The
I'm saying?
Bears.
They Foles starting,
My
right?
nigga, I don't know why they did that. I don't like that.
Why you don't like that?
I don't know why they did it.
Because that man's a winner.
They did it
Philadelphia
because-
need him now.
That's their friend. They've been playing together with Philly and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Because other than
They
that,
need him
there
now.
was no reason.
I don't know why they cost him this. That nigga fell off the butt.
There was no reason to sit him down. Son. None.
Yeah.
Nigga was 2-0, brought us back the last game,
I don't know.
and all of a sudden you just sit him down. Just
Yeah,
that it.
he garbage.
That's because that's your man. Fuck out of here. You should just went on start him, nigga.
He
Because
garbage.
what more can you do but be 2-0? You know what I'm saying?
Trubisky, some guy.
Who the hell other quarterback is snapped out at 2-0?
They could have.
That don't even happen.
Patrick Mahomes.
0-2, yeah.
But
2-0?
Trubisky. They some food.
Then Foles come in and throw 2 picks.
Yeah,
So everybody's skipping over that.
He showed up did.
Come
And
on,
still
man.
brought him back for the win.
He came in there the first.
Threw a pick. Then almost threw another nigga dropped the bitch. Get the fuck.
Like I
That's
said,
the only reason they put him in because that's that man from Philly. They was coaching him in Philly. They friends. They all that bullshit. Other than that, this ain't make no sense, man.
Last Sunday was just a mess for NFC East. Everybody lost.
I think you
Eagles
boys,
had
y'all
time.
boys, both y'all lost.
everybody goes.
I see why y'all talking like that. Know everybody lost.
See,
3-0.
oh,
How the fuck everybody lost? But the Bears 3-0. What do you mean everybody lost?
No,
Everybody lost.
NFC.
Bears
That nigga said
I'm talking about the NFC East.
The Bears are some job.
Hey, they say everybody lost. We 3 traying though, nigga.
Trainer,
What's wrong with y'all? We traying up. You know?
1, 2.
Traying on. They gonna send a fucking quarterback after being
What they
2-0.
call it?
But I don't
2
care.
and 1.
They better keep winning.
How the fuck you go 0-2-1?
2-1, this nigga take the quarterback out. Shit, once we go 3-0. Shit, we go 4-0.
Yeah, your man got tired of Trubisky.
Yeah, he had to, though. He had to change it up.
Only thing I can think of is the deep ball. He couldn't throw that.
Then,
Other than that.
then you know, they announced on ESPN.
But he got legs. He different.
He said, then you know, ESPN they announced that from now on, Foles will be starting.
Yeah, unless he get hurt. They say he get injured.
That's my point. I don't get that. You just took him completely out of the game and out the rest of the season for nothing.
And he got lost Coleman in the process, too. Tyreek
Yeah.
Coleman is gone for the season.
And he ain't do shit. I
Oh,
don't
the
get
one,
that.
Sean Watson. And the Bears.
I don't get it. He ain't do nothing wrong.
He passed that nigga up for Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
They were up to get Mitchell Trubisky. They could have left that garbage where he was at and took the second round.
The nigga, there's nothing wrong with him, yo.
Hey, I'm laughing. Carson Wentz ain't that much better. He
I don't
left
see
that
nothing
garbage where he
wrong
was
with
at too. Yeah, he don't know how to play football no more.
That nigga be different. That nigga had almost 100 yards rushing the other day. Last week. It's like, I don't know why he took him out. I'm lost.
So what he
Other than that's his man.
he the white Steve Young?
I don't get it, yo.
I think he the white Steve Young.
Oh, you be different, though.
He be different.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he do.
He be different.
So I don't know.
He be dipping.
Different low.
He dipped it right on the bench.
Maybe that's he running too much or something. I don't know. It gotta be something we don't know inside the game plan or something. I
Mitchell
don't know.
Trubisky not a
I
quarterback.
don't think they like him keep throwing picks the way he was.
He wasn't throwing no picks.
He was throwing picks the last game.
When?
He didn't win it, dog.
Throwing no picks.
They had like 2 picks.
Your man not a winner. I don't know
I
how to
don't
say
get
it.
it.
Foles a winner. He's
Yeah,
sorry, but
oh.
he's a winner.
Last game, he don't pick last. Against Johns, he had a fluke ass pick. Main man grabbed it from his ankle. He didn't even turn around. He just grabbed it from main man ankle. That was a pick. And he had out of bounds. That wasn't a pick. That was out of bounds, but they gave it to him.
It was like that.
That was a fluke pick. Then he got tipped 3 times and somebody, the lineman caught it. That was another pick.
So they got all these COVID cases in Tennessee. What y'all think about that?
They already shut shit down. That joint.
No, they playing a game Monday.
There's no practicing for them.
Yeah, they playing Monday. What you think? Don't they supposed to quarantine them?
They in trouble because who the hell they been playing all this time?
They said
We in the fourth week.
Minnesota said they ain't got no cases.
Oh,
over
fuck. They play Minnesota?
Yeah,
Shit,
they
we
play
play Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Damn, we play Minnesota too.
You said who played in Minnesota?
The Titans.
Titans got that shit.
Yeah, they got that whole that virus out there.
Yeah.
They played Minnesota last week, and then they supposed to play Pittsburgh this week, but they rescheduled it to Monday. So I'm telling y'all what y'all think they should do. Should they quarantine that team?
That's a problem, man. 'cause they
But there's only 3
don't-
players and 5 staff members. So those staff members, they gone. The 3 players probably on the Corona COVID
COVID.
IR.
But they all been there for so long. Where you get it from? What do you mean?
They probably
They
got
travel.
travel. Yeah, you travel.
They do normal travel at that.
No, they found the G5 or something. They got team planes. Every team got their own jet.
Yep.
So if they're in the bubble, like in
They in the bubble.
So now they got to test the pilot. They got to test the refs.
Oh, they not
gotta
in it like
test
NBA?
everybody.
No, they ain't like that yet. They go to the state.
They go to city to city like normal,
Yeah, they come here like 6,000 people.
which is smart. Then they got people in the stadium.
But I ain't hear nothing about hockey. Hockey, swear that shit. Hockey done.
Hockey just got finished.
They had a rocket
Yep.
motherfuckers had that shit to them.
No, it didn't. Hockey was clear.
Huh?
How can you have no
People
people?
start off with more. Them and
Right,
baseball
yeah.
had a lot of people.
Baseball had a lot of people. How can you?
Baseball had a whole baseball team.
Yeah, baseball was different.
Who was
Baseball
that?
had teams, the Cardinals, and somebody else had that shit too. The Miami, whatever you call it, the Miami Marlins. They had that shit.
Florida Marlins.
I ain't the Florida ones, man.
You sure?
I'm sure they changed that shit. I was like, damn, what they
Oh,
call the
yeah,
Miami
yeah,
Marlins?
you right, yeah.
Because the niggas on steroids, HGH, bought them.
You said who? ACH?
Yeah, what's my man? The one with J-Lo.
Oh,
Rodriguez.
Mark Anthony. Oh, Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah, he was on HGH. Got paid $250 million. I would took HGH too. Damn. $250 million.
I was saying, these niggas getting paid. Oh, shit, boy.
That was just off the Yankees. He ain't telling him we got paid for the Mariners and all the rest of them.
Oh, I be saying, niggas be getting paid off other shit. Like, man,
Who's the
McDonald's.
Cardinals? The Cardinals from the baseball team.
Yeah.
The whole team had it.
Yeah. Miami Cardinals. It was another team too. But baseball had it the worst. I don't know how they got it so bad. There are a lot of other sports that doing pretty well.
Shit, they about to start around and do it
But
again.
man, that shit is over. January 1st come, you ain't gonna hit too many cases. The media ain't gonna broadcast it no more. Sports gonna go back the way it was. They're talking about hockey starting back up in January. Basketball gonna probably start back up in January.
Real season.
Yeah, they're gonna start a real season. It's better that way. That way they're gonna let y'all focus on football. You know, football done, then you go to basketball. And that way you have basketball on summer.
But then you have the Olympics next year too.
Yeah, that's where, yeah. I don't think they're gonna do that shit at all.
They canceled the Olympics this year and moved to next year. That's kind of like, then once you have it in 2001, you got moved back to 2004.
Yeah.
Well, they probably just keep it at 24. Just make that 3-year break in between.
Yeah, 24.
But yeah, sports in itself, I see what they're trying to do. Your man took credit for that too. I brought that back. I was like, what? How you bring that back?
Chaperone football.
He
Right?
said basketball too. He said he was in there talking and all that other shit. I was like, nigga, they don't fuck with you.
Shit, Slim. They're wild, dude.
Your man took credit for everything.
Nigga wild as fuck. Shout out to everybody who download the podcast on Spotify, especially Spotify, Google Podcasts, you know what I'm saying? Apple Podcasts, you know? YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, the whole nine. We out there. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Twitter.
Before we get out of here, we want to talk about what's up with Meg? They got some new shit going on with her and a friend done start talking now shit. Meg Thee Stallion?
Oh yeah. She said she got the record and then they call crying. Baby, I'm sorry I trashed you in your feet. Don't do me like that. Don't go in there doing all that. You doing too much.
You mind? Exactly.
Use a G.
It's a couple of things about that. Okay, you got that. Then the hospital, for some reason, released some incredible records of her shot in the foot.
That's the problem I'm missing. The police record part first, and who was in the car. That's the only thing we wanted to know.
Yeah, that would be an easy answer. Like,
Yeah.
once you get that.
Oh, so he said, nah, he shot her? Who he said? That was stupid. I was like, I shot her. But I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? She started talking sideways. I wanted to menage a trois with her and Callie. They wasn't trying to do that. So I shot her in the feet too.
So, like, for instance, if you could catch it, if you have a gun and you have a license for the jump, you're automatically not supposed to be intoxicated when you carry it. Because they'll definitely lock your ass up for that.
Man, your man Canadian.
But something, he ain't locked up. Yes, he did get charged. He got locked up. He didn't get locked up.
They won't let me.
He ain't got no gun charge or nothing like that.
Yeah, man. And push go to shut up. All you do is run a cannon.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on with the story. It's just
But
not
I'd rather
like
say
that.
I think it was all a hoax and shit went wrong.
That's what I said.
She was gonna get shot one time. She got shot twice.
No, they one of them. They no social media motherfuckers. They make up shit. They skits. And all
I
that.
think you're right on that one. I think they did something wrong, and then she tried to take the high road. build their followers up, have everybody cancel
They
it.
do skit shit. All the niggas on that shit. Tory Lanez, Snitch Now, all the niggas do that shit. Academic, DJ Academics, he a fucking blogger. He do that shit.
I don't know how he got his fame.
He got his friend, he's a gamer first. One nigga that's a gamer, got all the people following, kids following the game shit. And then start talking about music. Now he got all the, we do play games with he's having a show.
Yeah.
He used to play games with rappers on that show. That's how he got a connection of talking to all these rappers and shit. Then him and Joe Budden did a little show on podcast. They used to argue. He was a new style rappers. He used to argue against the old style rappers type shit. That type of show. That's where he came with it from. So now, I think he's still on that show. But they fired Joe Budden off that.
Joe Budden get fired over everything.
No, Joe Budden quit. Man got his own black network.
That nigga always burns shit down on his way out.
Yeah, he does. Like he was supposed to be. Remember, he was supposed to be with Eminem's group, or
Back in the day,
yeah, not even that much back in the day.
yeah.
It was just like shit. About 2-3 years ago, he was supposed to be with Slaughterhouse, or
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. They stopped fucking with him. Yeah.
they stopped fucking with him for some reason.
Because he one of them social media dudes too. I won't be surprised. He do skits too. Won't be surprised. He one of them motherfuckers.
Because he did a cipher with him, Yellow Wolf, and
I know what you're talking about too.
Eminem was at the end. He was just ripping at him.
One of them joined the main man stood his face. That day he touched a bitch. Smacked another bitch in my presence. Tell that nigga that shit in the middle of the battle rap and shit. They said, all right, now stop me. This was funny as shit.
Shit, I remember him and Offset was about to go at from Migos.
Yeah.
He was about to pill his shit. They started talking shit. He was like, hey, I don't want no trouble. He was supposed to do the Ray Copper correspondent at the Hip Hop Awards or BET Awards or something.
Yeah.
And they was about to
I know what you're talking about.
Take off.
He was about to fuck his ass up. It was something he said. Because Joe Budden also got a thing where he'd rub you the wrong way with some little stupid comment he'll make.
That's his main shit. To be a pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a way that you want to be aggressive in getting your money and shit like that. It's somewhere where you got to stop and just get the money. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep going with everybody say fuck it. You see what I'm saying? Then that don't make any sense. My thing is the niggas that he got with them, beside him, right? All these years could have prepared. I don't know what they're doing. He got a lot of white people in his podcast. It's tripping me out too, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're not natural.
It's like it's a lot of white people in this. We got 2 white people in this podcast.
Yeah.
2. They probably a black podcast. No, seriously, like that don't make any sense. Like,
Yeah, ran by a black person. Or
that's what I mean. I need
Or
to know
he's
what
a
makes it a black podcast. Because if he don't make it one day, it's gonna be number 2 white people there.
Yeah.
Just that's easy. You know what I'm saying?
And then he took over his shit like he took over the can.
And then when you start talking social issues and all that, like a normal black person
They
always be
can't
like,
relate to it.
yeah, a normal black person always say something like, he's white, mom. You know what I'm saying? Or that white person, he's white. He always doing this. And if he say that, he got white people beside him. I know he feel odd saying this shit. And I know they feel stupid sometimes when I'm saying dumb shit like that.
Nah, they believe in what they believe in Joe.
All the way down to the ground and shit. Like, I don't know. I think he know what he's doing. He got 2 white people on this thing. So you got white people, dog. So you can't really say you struggling like niggas, real niggas. Because you really got white people that's going there talking for him. He can sit back. Like white people do all the negotiating and all this stuff. You see what I'm saying? A normal black podcasting joint don't have that option. You see what I'm saying? Everybody black. There's no way we can use white privilege. We don't get a chance to use white privilege in the podcasting world. You know? But him calling himself a black podcast can use white privilege. How you get to do that? You got 3 white people now to think about. It's another dude we keep talking about. I guess he do the negotiating. He's another white dude. So there's 3 white dudes.
He must be the producer.
What is that about? And you can't get a deal with all these white people in your joint, for real? Come on, man, stop.
They get them views and follows,
They're
dog.
fucking him up because his mouth. Because he can get the deals, dog. They gonna give him the money. He got white people in this joint, dog. 2 of them, 3 of them. Like, come on. That's not really a black. That's why I need somebody to describe this shit to you. Like, what's a black podcast? Like, when you come on a Black Podcast Network, who on that? Now y'all see what I'm saying? Like, how did Joe Budden get to go on a Black Podcast Network with his podcast with 3 white people? How that work? 3 white people. One of them a host.
That's like saying Joe Biden come on BET.
I just don't get that. Dog. So is that a black podcast? Or is it just okay? Well, he a host, but it's enough. Whether it's his name though.
Yeah. Black podcast.
It's his name. Like it's hard to digest that. When I look at his podcast, it's white people. Like no, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not having our conversations like a real conversation, black conversation, because it's not really. You can't go the route that you normally would do with black people if you got white people sitting there. Like that conversation don't go right. Like you're gonna be timid first of all, on some of the shit you say, or you're gonna have to always go back and say, "Well, I'm not meaning white people like this one." You know what I'm saying? Not this kind of white person that's beside me. You see what I'm saying? But the other kind of white. Like no, nigga.
The other kind of white.
You see what I'm saying?
Proud Boy.
Proud Boy.
That type of shit. Like you can't separate. We see white people. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You know? I just don't understand how that's a black podcast when there's 3 white people in
That's, I mean, that almost sound like you're selling out.
it. Is it me?
Wow.
Is it me though? I
I'm
don't
gonna say
know.
that, but I ain't gonna go against my brother like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I don't know if it's me or not.
I smell.
Sell out.
Yeah, like it's hard to understand anything coming out your mouth, dog.
Daniel Cameron sold out.
You got the white boys, you gotta say, oh no, this white motherfucker. Oh, not this kind, not him. Or this one, or that one right there. Like all these white people around you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But still, it makes it diluted on what's a black podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? That's all. It's hard for me to understand what is that. That's all. Because now that I'm in this podcast thing, I want to know everything. I don't want nothing to slip past, right? So if you're saying it's a black podcasting thing, okay, what is black podcasting? Tell me what it is. Because when you look at our podcast, it's easy for you to say that's a black podcast. You see what I'm saying? On site.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Well, if you're looking at a podcast with 2, 3 white people sitting there, how do you call that a black podcast?
So is it
That's
just
just me.
podcast?
That's just me. Why you just can't call that a podcast? And then if you have something called a black podcast network, you can't enter. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not your world where you got 3 white people there. Now change the white people, then we can talk. You know that?
Because you can't relate.
No, you're
You
not.
can't relate.
It's not the
How you know they
same.
can't relate?
It's not the same conversation, dog.
The trailer park is like the hood.
Nah,
Nah,
it's not the same
trailer park,
conversation.
hey, 8 rounds for rough, dog. You know?
It is nowhere near the same conversation.
Trailer park, this is rough, dog.
Like I said, every 2 minutes you gotta stop and say, not this kind of white person or that white dude. You gotta explain yourself a lot around a white person. It's supposed to be your friend. You see what I'm saying? You can't disrespect him. Or you gotta stop and say, not all white people and everything. How many times you heard me say that? Like I don't stop with just no. When I'm talking about that, that's what I'm talking about. I don't stop to try to put some points on things because there's a white person around me.
Well, it took me there's a lot of trailer parks that we didn't merge, dog. I didn't know we had them.
It's a lot of them in Maryland, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I ain't never know that, dog.
Oh, yeah, you ain't know that?
It's a lot of them. I was like, yo,
You ain't got
where
that
that from?
You ain't got all that far.
You didn't know that?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, some of them over there by Richie Marlboro.
Yeah.
It's some trailer parks in Maryland, son. And Negroes in those trailer parks.
I'm about to say, dog, but I thought that would be like a Allegheny County shit.
No.
St. Charles.
It's another joint, a trailer park. Where is
On
that?
Marlboro Pike.
Marlboro Pike.
It is down there, because I deliver food there. You got to
It's
keep
a
down
liquor
there.
store there?
Yeah, you go around and back. Yeah. I even heard John was there. The lady kept telling me how to get there. I'm like, I was about that John. It was a shit ton back there. I was
It's a
like,
liquor store right
You
there.
talking about the drive-through liquor store?
I don't think it's a no, it's not drive through. You walk in there.
Yeah. Damn, that fucked me. I was like, damn. I already knew about the one about Richie Marlboro. I was like, okay, yeah,
That's
I already
another
know.
store besides.
That's right there by Royal Farm.
Yeah. Like, damn, y'all got a whole community back
Yeah,
here.
once you go in the back, it's like a whole bunch of joints back there.
It's like a dirt road.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Hey, but them don't look fresh though. I was like, okay.
You go back there, there's a whole bunch of them.
Someone, did they get cheap rent? Oh, they buy it.
Nah, whoever owned that land just charging them. I probably charge them like 6 months, same shit.
So they can take their trailer and go.
7 months.
Them Jones look like they all on the ground.
Roll the fuck out.
Them Jones look like they slam on the ground like they whole house.
Drive away and shit.
I know. I don't think you can drive away from them
I
Jones.
need my shit stuck in the ground. So when the wind get the blow, I need my shit sturdy as fuck.
I need a basement. All that
Man,
shit.
you ain't got time to be out in the you in the elements when you're in the car.
Hey,
Like it.
Hey, every boy that's on, you know, you don't want people you deliver food, but you say that Jones like this whole trailer park right here. Yeah. I was looking around there though, they was living good though.
It
Yeah.
is one back there, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Where are we living now, man?
That's life, dog. What it do? Hey, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight on the Third Perspective Podcast. It's episode 38. 37. 38 coming up next week. Got a few plans on next week. You know what I'm saying? We got a few new segments coming up, you know. I'll mix it up a little bit, you know.
Featuring Rails Corner. We get into the game.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna switch up, put some more segments in this thing. Try to spicing up this well, we took care of the audio. So we'll start spicing up everything else. You know what I'm saying? Doc?
Yeah. Like you're ready.
The segments, we got a couple segments coming out, you know what I'm saying? We got some interviews next week we want to do. So right now we're doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're doing that now for almost 7-8 months straight. Nigga. There's not nobody on YouTube doing it like that. So you can't tell me, even the big YouTubers right now, it's not loading up 3 a week. You feel me?
Yeah.
We literally loading up 3 a week.
That's the live stream.
And they a motherfucking hour, 2 hours long. 3 a week for 6 months, man. Non-stop. Ain't missed a week. That's what's up.
Rain, sleet, or corona.
That shit is up there, man. So that's what's up there. Yeah. I fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying now? But I appreciate everybody downloading the podcast, man. Especially motherfuckers in these other countries, dog. We appreciate Hawaii. It's just crazy, dog. So if you're sitting in Hawaii somewhere right now and water is going past you right now, what to do, dog? This DC, that's Radical Rare and Jay. Yeah? What's up, dog? In Hawaii, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's what's up, man. I fuck with this shit. You know? So Wednesday, like I said, we got a few new segments coming up, you know what I'm saying? Radical Rail Gaming Corner, that's one joint, you know what I'm saying? Bring you up to date and new gaming games coming out, new system, new anything gaming. Your man gonna let you know what you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Where you get your games from, what parts you need, what's what for what, you know what I'm saying, Doc?
Yeah.
That's your spot in that corner over there with that. You know what I'm saying, Doc? So Wednesday, we got a lot of new stuff coming up, man. We just trying to grow, you know what I'm saying? So that's why right now we on 3 days a week, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna shorten up, but you want to just catch us on the podcast or on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, dog? Facebook group, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna shorten this thing up a little bit, you know? And the new year gonna come in, you know what I'm saying, doc? So everybody that tune in now, man, we appreciate you. If you're on YouTube right now, subscribe. We appreciate that a whole lot, you know? So we're gonna, y'all got something to say before we get out of here? Still having out, Jay?
Y'all do y'all research, vote for these people, and stop being a goddamn sellout.
He always end with that too, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, Harlan Crabs.
You know? Yeah. So,
Harlan Crabs.
Yeah, as my man stated, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Hit this follow right here on YouTube. Since you're on YouTube right now, the Third Perspective Podcast, followed by Swing Over to Real Media. It's 2 seconds apiece. One, bam, bam. You know, hit the follow. You know, throw a like if you want to. Leave a comment saying you follow. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Also, after you get done there, go to RealGamer82 at TwitchTV.com. Follow that. Pretty much appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Quick little follow. You know, a few more letters to type, but that's some small stuff. You know, go ahead and enter yourself into this promotion we got going with Harlan Crabs. partner up with them, you know. Get anything off their website is on us. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. They got everything you need for every occasion. So check the website out. Don't be bashful. Go on there. You can DM them. You can talk to them. They customize anything how you want it. You know what I'm saying? Anniversary, birthdays, daughter-to-do get-together.
You know?
Graduation gifts, you know, homecoming. Got you covered. You know? That's my man Rabbit like to say, you know. But yeah, do that, you know what I'm saying? See what you like, you know. All that, you know.
That's what I'm talking about, yo. Subscribe, like, follow on
Comment,
all platforms.
you know.
There's not really a platform out there we're not on. You know what I'm saying? So you catch us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Is there anything we missed? Twitch.
You know.
We're all on that thing. So if there's anything we missed, let us know. So we'll be on that for you. You know what I'm saying, Doc? You know? Until then, this clown right here is a fool. Pay no attention to him. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
That's your man.
Until then. Nah, until Monday. What's that? Friday. Until Friday. You know?
I
Third
know.
Perspective Podcast.
Friday.
Dude, don't it?
You know? It do. It feel like. You said it feel like Friday? Yeah, it do too. Hey, yeah.